We are now live. They can hear you talk.
I delve both dark and light side. Hence why I consider myself a gray Jedi or a dark Jedi.
I don't know. I could get into I think the dark goes a little too far, but I am very much the all is permitted sort of. Anything is allowed. There are consequences.
Dark side anarchist.
More of an Assassin's Creed kind of style. Everything is relevant. All is permitted kind of deal.
Exactly.
And I want you guys to keep talking for a minute. I'm just going to do a sound check here. You'll hear some feedback. That's okay. All right. So let me do that for a minute. Hear some feedback.
I tried to play.
You can't have one without
I tried to play.
why not drop both sides?
Well, that's the thing though. Is the creed is the problem there, because the Sith have a very absolute creed, but it's very tainted. The Jedi have too pure of a creed itself there, and they have no room for for actual.
I have
good
to agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I hate about the Jedi.
See, but that's the thing though.
We're all like, we should kill the Jedi.
One of you, the Jedi are evil.
But see, no, that's the thing though. Is good itself is only done within the realm that there is evil, and evil is only done within the realm that there's good.
Well, everybody thinks of them as opposites anyway, and that's not true.
No, but that's the thing. Is a lot of people believe the Sith were good just because they allowed the freedoms of people. The Jedi had to stick to a very strict code, and not only that, if you remember, back in those days, they adopted young children to put them into training.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So if it's not by choice, is it really good?
Exactly, and that's why I definitely say is their creeds are the problem. Get rid of the creeds and allow the actual freedoms there. Fight for good side or light side, good side or bad side, doesn't matter. It matters on your actual view. That's why Grey Jedis were amongst the more overwhelming favorites, because they were seeking balance in all things.
You know, I remember hearing this. I don't know where, but I think it was I don't remember, but basically there were two sides before Jedi and Sith, and they were kind of the same thing. But if you lean too far into one side, you have to switch to the other.
Well, that's one of the things too. Is if we go to that parameter, look at the good side there. They have the Jedi Sentinels. Sentinels are the ones who wield the yellow lightsabers, and quite literally, they're on the good side, but they're in the spectrum of the dark because of their jobs. So they actually
I don't even know this much about it.
No, and that's exactly it. It's very convoluted. It's the Sentinels were quite literally the spec ops of the Jedi Council.
I actually refused to watch the new ones until my husband basically forced me to. I'm like, fine. And then I'm like, fine, I guess I like it.
9 years, I finally got my wife to watch them all with me.
Well, there's a couple bad ones. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. That really turned me off to the whole thing.
Yeah,
I grew up on the silver and gold box sets of the original trilogy.
Yeah, I remember watching the original.
The silver one was widescreen, gold was full screen, and
I remember watching it before that.
My childhood was after that. I watched all three as they came out, and I was forced to go along with my brother to practically every other screening of Episode 3. I got sick of it. I hate it, not as a film. It's not bad. As a Star Wars fan, it's not bad. The problem is I've seen it ad infinitum.
I'm gonna just go out there as I like the new, I like the old, I even like the newest one put out. They're all good to me in self. There, the three vary too far away from what Star Wars was, because they kind of went away from the actual universe that George made. But I still liked them. They were good.
That death scene was bullcrap too, by the way, where they killed Harrison Ford's character. I'm like, just kill him.
Yeah.
You have to make it so sappy and ridiculous. That's not the death he deserves. Come on,
they had to write it somehow, and I think that was part of Harrison Ford's contract for the new movies. He has to die.
Sick of it?
Yeah.
Alright, just get it over with.
I'm actually in a Star Wars 5e game, believe it or not.
Oh,
There
well.
you go.
I haven't played it yet, but my
coming up.
idea is that I'm a class 3 droid scholar to a politician's son.
Sounds wild.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of playing him as like a soccer mom.
Oh no.
Last thing to put there. Darth Jar Jar.
Protocol droid, but worse.
Darth Karen.
Darth Jar Jar.
Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All About Jedis, where we talk about Jedis for hours and hours and hours.
All
Welcome
about
to
Jedi.
D&D, where we talk about Star Wars philosophy.
D&D
Want to
5e.
learn about lightsabers? I know a lot about lightsabers.
Yeah, I noticed.
Star philosophy.
All right.
Star law.
So welcome back. Good stuff. Glad you guys are all okay. MK can't join us tonight because of other reasons, but hopefully he's having a good time. So here we go. In our last episode, we left off. Well, actually, it was a huge one because you guys ended up fighting some hill giants, which is no joke. You're level 3 and you had some allies, and you did quite well. You lost no one else other than poor unfortunate Kevin at the very beginning of it. But what can be done? I mean, it was fated with his name. So Kevin is gone. I know. It was sad. But everyone else survived. You parted ways with the halfling crew. Maybe you'll see them again sometime. Who knows? They are canon. They're written somewhere, so that's good.
Sorry. You know.
Oh yeah, the game. That was the detachable thumb game that Kevin would always do. Yes.
Which I stole.
Yes. And then things got strange from there. We kept moving on. I think there are a few other encounters. I don't remember much, but you ended up seeing something. Oh yeah, in the giant's bags. One of the things you found was a pumpkin head, a pumpkin helmet type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Gave you dark vision, and it was also very much kind of a radar of where Fey places.
A
Where
That's right.
Fey places were. But the biggest thing and the brightest sign for that turned out to be some kind of carnival. And we kind of left off after talking to some interesting trees and owls and horses. Yeah, owls and horses.
I love the owl.
The owl was fun. I love the owl too. So that's what, yeah, one of our party almost
You
ate the owl.
cat.
And then you ended up going down to the squeakies. Then you ended up going down to
dog.
where that strange glow was, and it was this kind of veil in front of essentially the carnival. You did see some other people there as you were going. Oh yeah, 2 other little pumpkin critters, only a couple feet tall, tried to nab the pumpkin helmet. Didn't get very far and got killed. So there's the thing.
By the way, the pumpkin belongs to me.
It does. You got the pumpkin. Absolutely true. I think you're currently wearing it, right?
Yep.
Yep. You also saw before you entered 2 girls in nightgowns carrying blue torches. The fire was curving on the torches toward the carnival. The smoke was rising, blue smoke going toward the carnival. So everything kind of led to the carnival. The torches, the pumpkin. And you guys, of course, are at the carnival as well. We had Airless the first one to go in, I believe. And pretty much everyone, boom, 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 right away. As far as I remember, is that correct? Went in?
As soon as we saw her going in,
Cool.
we chased after her.
So,
3 things to add. 1, I got Airlift to eat something cooked. That was nice.
that's true. She tried it. I remember
And,
that.
as I was trying to calm her down, I patted her on the head so she didn't want to eat the owl.
And you kept your hand.
And the third thing, MK was saying that he was going to griff out and he was going to spend time with his deity.
Ah, that works. That absolutely works. So MK's doing that. Very cool. So he flies off somewhere quiet to do that.
Yeah.
Airless, where's your daughter? Is she with you going in there? I'm
yeah,
sorry, I
why
caught you bid on. It's like, all right, she's around here somewhere. I'm playing in the street. Yeah.
Murder cat!
If she came with the wagon, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, cool. So she can be with you. That's totally fine if you want to do that. Cool. Yep, doggy agrees. All right. So we're going to do that, and we're going to start it right there. Now, who is with who? Are you guys all separate?
Me and Simple were right together.
Okay.
Chris, where were you?
I was pulling up my character sheet.
There you go.
I
What
would
is this
likely
character
be following up behind you guys.
Okay,
All right.
so Airlift was in the front there. She just entered the veil. And would Syl be with us then or with you?
I think you guys are separated out by a fair amount of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had approached somebody,
Right,
and they were talking
we're
about
getting into that.
settling a bet. Okay.
Yes, exactly right, exactly right. We're going to replay that in just a second because that was kind of cool. I like that one. So very, very cool. All right, so here we go. So we got Airless like over here. We've got Warren and Simple over here, and Devin's behind them. That sound good to everybody? That's how I'm reading it, yeah?
Yep.
Cool, perfect. All right. So, welcome to the carnival. Here we go. Airless is in there, and let's kind of do a refresher from where we left off last time. And last time's, there were two people there. One was very large guy, very fat in the center guy, and the other one was even taller and very, very slender, very, very slender. And they were arguing about something, and you came in, and the guy who was very large didn't seem to have a real head, just kind of domed out like an egg, and pulled open his jacket. Not flashing, but showing the head in the center of it. And the head in the center of it. You were talking about Spirited Away. It's very Spirited Away that way. So showed the head in the center of it there, and said to you, I was hoping you could settle a bet. And that's where we start again. So he's just said that to you, and the slender guy kind of looks right at you, hunched, bony shoulders, very, very eager for your answer. Long, spindly hands kind of dangling in the wind, slowly moving as if a breeze.
Great.
Yeah, not creepy, not creepy.
I'll just say what bet.
He says, well, we were hoping, continues the head in there. The head's looking very earnest and talking to you just normally. Here it is. You're human, right? Or you're elf, or what are you?
Half human, half elf.
Okay,
Wait.
great.
No, full elf. Sorry, got confused.
Full elf?
Full
Okay,
elf.
great. So, he says, if given free choice, would a humanoid choose to be reincarnated and spare them the pain and humiliation of being humanoid? If given free choice, would a humanoid such as you choose to be reincarnated into something else non-humanoid to spare them the pain and embarrassment, let's be honest, of being a humanoid? What would you do? And the spindly guy just kind of takes another step towards and just kind of cocks his head listening.
It depends on the humanoid.
They both kind of look at each other. The head kind of, he turns the jacket so the head can look at the thin guy. The arches up so the head's staring up the thin guy. Thin guy goes down a bit, looks at the head. They both go up. They both look at you. The thin guy turns to the fat head. Says, does that mean I win? Or think I... What? Miss, I'm sorry, what is your answer? Would a humanoid choose to be reincarnated as something else? To spare them the humiliation of being a humanoid, or would they not? He's sounding a little more aggravated now.
I imagine at this point the three of us have.
Yes,
Yeah.
three of you guys are now there, and you see this going on about, let's call it 40 feet away. I can go 30, let's stick D&D normal.
What the fuck?
It's not an easy answer. How could I possibly answer for every humanoid there is?
The thing guy goes, it is not an easy answer at all. That is why we are asking you so that you, and the finger just gets really close. Finger's about like a foot long total. Gets really close to your face. You, who are a humanoid, can settle the bet, and you were the first humanoid we saw. So please.
I give a death glare to the creature.
It ignores you. It completely is ignoring you. There are other weird creatures walking around here too. Several humanoids also, by the way.
That looks aggressive to me, doesn't it?
Things.
I'm gonna move closer just because that does look aggressive to me. And
Can I stand in between them with my small size?
Oh, in between Airless and the tall, thin guy? You can get in between them, yeah. Do you want to do that? Simple?
Yeah, I do.
All right. It can.
Okay. What is going on?
Oh, your daughter's there too, looking kind of ready to
I'm
fight.
settling a bet, I guess.
Yes, and hopefully soon, because we need to know. We need to know. What is this? Is this a pet? And the both fingers kind of go like this down towards Simple.
What?
Is this a pet? Is this yours?
Well, I'm a pretty good bettor, so I think.
You're a pet. Pets don't
that?
bets.
Yes, he's
What's
a
the bet?
You're a pet. Quiet pet. Leash it next time.
Bet.
You're in the carnival. Leash your pets. Is it?
Oh, this is.
Please. Miss? Is it a miss? Faye? Oh, Faye.
He is
I
the
take
simple
off the
bartender,
helmet.
my friends.
No,
I
not the
don't
pet.
leash- I don't leash animals. Is there a sign or something?
No.
Ask
The pet then. Like he said. The pet.
Hello,
the
babe.
pet.
Hello, babe.
What better?
What is it?
I am not a pet. I Do you consider kobolds pets or something?
I don't care. Go sit. We asked her. We asked this one. This one decides. This one decides. And quickly, please. The fat hazel. Forgive us, but we are very, very in need of an answer. We have been... And you're the one that... When we said we get an arbitrator, you were the first humanoid that we saw. It must be you, and we both have failed, and we cannot have that. Would you choose to be reincarnated? We are offering you this choice. We will follow through. This is your reward. Will you be reincarnated, or do you wish to stay humanoid and be embarrassed for life?
Yes, yeah, I would stay.
You would stay humanoid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally.
Cool. So you say that. Meanwhile, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I was going to say
Douglas?
I get in front of the shorter of the two and just growl. What realm are you from?
This is not this one. He kind of starts laughing. And he said, "Look, look, she's chosen. She's chosen," says the big head. He says, "I've won. I've won the bet. I've won." And he starts kind of hopping up and down. I've won.
While they're distracted, can I just look around and see if I can swipe something out of spite?
Sure. This guy's pretty tall. He's about, if I'd say about 7 feet tall.
I mean, like, out in the
Dome
building,
and top.
not on him.
In the what?
Whatever's around the
Okay.
area. Not,
You're outside.
Like, on
You're
him.
outside. The nearest thing that you see here is about, let's call it 10, 15 feet away or so, on a little pedestal. And there's several of these things, but the nearest one you see is a pedestal. It's got kind of like a, you know those lanterns in paper lanterns and like square box things, square lantern things. It's one of those, but it's made of gray metal, and it's the shape of a pumpkin cut out of it, and it's glowing orange like there's light inside. That's the closest thing that you see. And you've got the pumpkin head on there, so you see that very, very easily. It's very lit up.
Can I Arcana check first before I decide if it's a worthy shiny?
That'll be around for this time. Do you want to do that? You want to study it?
Is it a worthy shiny?
14.
Okay, not bad, but you got the helmet on. So first of all, of course, it's magical. Second of all, you notice a similarity with some other things further off in the distance. There are different pedestals all through this place, at least this area of the carnival that you find yourself. And different ones have different icons on it with different colors. So this is some commonality the carnival has. Might be the centerpiece of it. It is... God, jeez, what school of magic would it be? It keeps track of a number of times. That's a counter.
Divination, maybe?
Maybe. Sort of close. It's a counter.
Well, whatever it is, I determine it's magical, so I'm going to look behind me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to swipe it.
Okay. But okay. Give me a perception while you're looking around things.
Yeah. It's nighttime, right?
It is nighttime, but it is fairly well lit here.
So
It's not. You don't get
disadvantage
daytime. You don't get daytime disadvantage, but it's not dark.
Okay.
Dark. There's lights all over the place.
Can I offer guidance on that or no?
Um,
Do I even know he's
Can
doing
you
it?
see me?
I
I guess
don't
not.
know.
We're still having a conversation.
You see him go off a bit if you want to. you
Yeah,
can.
I guess I'm distracted. Never mind.
Oh no, you.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you think you're pretty well hidden. If that's what you're trying to do, you're trying to hide.
Yeah, I'm going to swipe it with a sleight of hand check.
Oh, for the 15 for the sleight of hand.
No, that's for the perception. I was going to roll something else for the
Okay,
sleight
so
of
you've got
hand.
an Arcana and a Perception. We'll call it good for that moment. And yeah, so Perception, not too many people around. Nearest person you see is a halfling about 20, 25 feet away. And there's two halflings. It looks like they're playing the old game of marbles. They have these little polished stones. They're playing marbles with it. So two marble playing halflings.
The
Yeah.
only problem is once they lose their marbles.
Arrgh! Ouch.
Okay.
They could. Maybe everyone here has. So, back to the game on there. Death Risk is looking very threatening. They seem to kind of ignoring it. They're paying very heavy attention to each other. Now, Airless, it seems that you've settled the bet and they kind of ignore you. So, your daughter kind of stands down. She was holding a big stick and she kind of relaxes a little bit. And the tall one goes, oh, Seems very distraught.
Can I ask what the bet was in, like, what the winner of the bet gets?
He says, I've lost. I've lost. And he kind of, every time he says that, he sinks about a foot more. And he ends up going on his knees and sinking over and sinking over. And he says, I've lost everything. He kind of looks at Ed Warren for a second. Everything goes down there. The big guy keeps his chest open so he can see, looks around for things, goes over, looks on the ground a lot, finds a big rock, says, aha! Picks it up effortlessly. Big rock, like 85 pounds at least. Goes over to the guy. Yes, you might want to stand back. I don't want to splatter innocents.
Yeah.
Why are you going to murder this gentleman in front of all these people?
I won the bet.
I like how you both said it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes! The humanoid understands.
They made the bet.
I have a feeling I know where we are. Oh, great. Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Okay. And it just splatters the guy's skull. It's like an eggshell. Poof. Similar interior color, too. Just all over the place. It's really, it kind of goes, so that guy's dead. And it goes, oh, that was most satisfying. Thank you, humanoid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for settling that bet.
No problem.
If you wish. If you wish.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Tomigo.
Tomigo. Okay.
Tomigo.
It's a very Japanese name.
I'm from Tokyo. No, so Tomigo is the big wide guy with a head in the center, which is just bizarre.
Good to know. It always helps to know names and people.
It does. It does. And your name, humanoid.
I put my hand out in front of her.
In front of Airless? Okay. He says,
Another-
appetizers! Did you keep your hand there?
I'll keep my own name and take your name as payment for my favor.
Oh, I was going to give you another payment. Would you accept that instead?
Leave.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on here. We entered into something.
Right.
Is there anything I can roll, like nature check maybe?
Based on the encounter, dude, hazard a guess where the hell we are.
Feel free to hazard away. You can do an insight if you guys want to. That's totally fine.
Sure, I'll do an insight.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious.
Okay.
I know where we are.
Oh, I forgot my. Can I do a nature
I
check?
feel like
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do too. I'm just
Oh,
not
I have
sure.
nature. That's what I asked to roll.
Oh, this is my first time ever officially
okay.
being here.
Okay,
Oh,
insight. 14?
14. Who got 14? Where? Who?
14 on insight.
Okay, great. On insight for this place. You're not in
Natural
Kansas
one
anymore.
for me. So
Natural
nothing.
one. You know, it looks like
God
Cleveland.
damn
So
it.
yeah. With the 14, it's like, yeah, this is some kind of Fey, maybe Feywilds. Who knows? Something like that. But it must be an outpost or a gathering or some kind of temporary gathering for the Feywilds.
So just by Dithras, like his reaction there is I'm assuming that there's something to do with the Fey name. Like if all of a sudden you give up your name, what happens then?
You do know that names have power sometimes, and depending on where you are.
I would probably know that too, which is why I was like,
Yep. Yep.
no.
Yep. Oh, plus Death Risk went,
But that's why I
nope.
wanted.
Now Death
That's
Risk,
why
your
I
hand is
wanted
still out
his,
there.
though.
Absolutely. So Death Risk, your hand is still out there, and he goes, appetizers. Do you keep your hand there?
I bring my mace to the back of
Hold
his
for a second, Dithras. Just pull back. Let's not gauge.
Okay, so you pulled your mace out too?
Yeah, my mace is now hovering over the back of his neck.
Okay, well, one of the eyes kind of... Well, he doesn't really have a neck exactly. But one of the eyes down here kind of pulls over and turns around and sees the eye travels along the body, and he sees your mace. Says, oh, not a free offering then. Forgive me, I misunderstood the cost.
You bite, I will bite back.
Ah, this one's aggressive.
God.
I'm going on to kinder pastures. Goodbye! And he starts walking. Walks away.
So
Cool.
Dithras, what was that about? Why'd you stop her from giving the name?
We are not in a good place.
Care to elaborate? I've traveled many things, and my name is of great importance to me. That's how I usually introduce.
I give you a solemn look, and then I just sigh.
Well, I didn't see the harm in it this time.
I suspect we are in the Feywild, giving information,
Okay,
or
with
not speaking wisely could
With that-
prove
with-
disastrous here.
with Feywilds, can I discern anything from that name?
You've all heard stories of the Feywilds and how it is anything from elves to fairies to various other enchantments. And there's a huge spectrum on that list of what lives there. And it ranges from Druidic to Bizarre City to all sorts of places in between. Okay, so think of like I kind of picture it like different almost.
Everything from benign to malicious
Yeah.
involving fairies.
And it just
is
depends.
probably
Absolutely
here.
huge. And it's not just the Fey Wilds. Pretty much every realm has their Fey. And so sometimes a lot of the places of the Fey realms overlap in a lot of ways. And you get a lot of different weird influence. Which is why you have a whole bunch of different creatures a lot of the time.
Is there something like happens to those specific races here?
Well, if
You do have a variety of
like-
different races here. For sure.
No, I mean, like, is there something like that happens to them? Like, I'm trying to discern.
Well, the one
Well,
guy
if
got
you
his head
would like,
exploded.
You could certainly give someone, the next random passerby, your name, and we'll see where that one, how that turns out for you. I am not going to give my
Yes.
my
Simple yes.
name, my thanks, anything. I'm not going to give anything to anyone as long as we are here.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Okay.
mind an exchange personally, but he's right. We should treat it with caution.
Okay. Well, you've gathered one name right now, so that's a good thing. Meanwhile, you do notice the, or maybe not notice, Simple, who's kind of wandered on with his pumpkin head, and he's standing in front of the orange glowing pumpkin on the metal, I'll call it a lantern, paper lantern thing, metal lantern thing, which is glowing orange. And go for it, Simple. Let's see what you want to do.
By the way, DM, sorry about that. Saw an opportunity for RP and I took it.
There you go. Good, good. It's always a good thing.
26.
26 for a sleight of hand on the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see, how exactly you want to do this thing? Do you want to put it in your jacket? Do you want to put it in your backpack? Do you want to do what?
I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Okay. So, you guys, what you would probably notice, and not right away, but just over the next few moments or few seconds, you do notice slightly diminished light as the orange pumpkin light, basically the pumpkin lantern, is extinguished for some way. You can't see the light. And of course, Simple, you put it in your backpack, so it's extinguished there. You do notice when you put it in, there's no apparent source of light inside this thing. It just seems like think of like a lunch sack type of thing, but it's made of metal. And you just got the cutout where the orange light of the pumpkin is coming out. There's no real pumpkin in here. It just seems like it's hollow metal box with a carved out pumpkin on one side and it's glowing orange. Alright, so that is now in your backpack. You close your backpack?
Pet got his treat, I say to myself.
There you go. There you go. Very ironic. I like it. Alright, so a bit dimmer here. A bit dimmer here. And you do hear this shriek off that away somewhere. Further deeper in, you hear this shriek and another shriek from another spot. And then you hear footsteps approaching, running footsteps approaching. Now, a little more on where you're at. From where you are, there are different paths. One leading this way, one leading that way, one leading that way. They go all over the place. So that's totally fine. And it depends where you want to go. There's buildings here, and there's tents here. Some look a lot more established than others. There's one wooden building over here, which looks really kind of rotted out. And that's about maybe 60 feet away. But you got no trouble seeing things. There's lanterns all over the place. It's not sunlight, so you don't have any disadvantage, Simple, right? But it's different torchlight, different colors of torchlight, and so forth. So you do see what looks like this really old woman sitting in this old wooden building. And in front of her is a same kind of metal lantern box. They're called metal lantern boxes, I guess. Write that down, metal lantern box. But this one has a blue fire on it. And she's sitting there, she's kind of rocking back and forth on the porch of this ancient kind of building. So she's there, that's one way. Or you can go the other ways and maybe encounter other things. So that's off to the far left, or you can go straight, or you can go to the right on these things. And you hear more noise, more talking, including music playing, as you go further into the thing. There's stuff, definitely life going on there. At this end, the fringe here, the party's only just beginning. But you do hear running, you do hear footsteps running out there, and just a single thing moving very fast. If you were to estimate, probably guess like he's moving like 40, but he's doing the dash action even, so moving very fast. Kind of, and he hits the place, kind of skids on the cobblestones, and he's standing in front of the pillar, which is where the orange pumpkin thing was. The counter, we'll call it. The pumpkin lantern counter. And this guy has a totally blank face. There's nothing on there. It's like a pure ceramic mask. But it seems to be part of his scalp. Hair is normal. He's got pretty nice hair. And he's dressed up in this very fancy, almost a Renaissance kind of outfit, including lacy collars and lacy sleeves. And a nice red cape. And he goes over there and he's got the rapier at his side and a buckler, a small shield at his other side. And he goes there, he's looking around, even though there's no eyes on this thing. But he's looking around, so where did it go? Where did it go? What happened? What happened? Oh, this is not fair. This upsets the balance. You people there. What happened? Simple, are you visible now, or are you hiding?
I'm hiding.
Okay, give me a roll to see how well you hid.
Can I do a perception check
absolutely.
to see that if I saw him do that, or can I just assume that I didn't?
For Simple? Oh, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
I rolled a 16.
Yes.
So
16 or higher?
Yeah, there's no way I saw him. I rolled
Okay.
4, so.
Yeah, 3 doesn't
I
compare to
didn't see him.
16, right? Okay. Gotcha. Simple, what was your hiding? What'd you
16.
get? 16 for hiding. Okay, gotcha. All right, so he's in there. And, wow, first roll for me. Let's see what happens. Just for the record, you got a 15. That's pretty funny. So he's looking around, he's paying very close attention everywhere, even though, again, there is no mouth, no nose, no eyes on this thing, and no straps going back on the mask. It looks like it's attached to the head. And he's kind of looking, I can't find it. Maybe another approach. Yes, you, friends. And he claps his hands, he kind of swaggers over, his whole body language changing. And you can just sense the smile beneath the mask. He says, please, pray tell, what have you seen? Where has the pumpkin vote gone?
I'm gonna kind of blurt out, is your face meant to be like that?
Yes, I'm an arbitrator.
Oh,
We are neutral. So our faces are neutral. Can you read my expression? No, because there is none. I am an arbitrator. We are the neutral parties here to make sure everything goes as planned, and yet, already, one of our voting booths has been destroyed. I don't understand it.
voting
Not
booth?
at all. Yes, this one was a pumpkin. You must have seen it. You were close enough. Bright orange light, shape of a pumpkin. Glowing,
see it.
no less. Opening at the
did see
top
it. I
so that
don't
you
know
could
where it
cast your ballots. You did see it. Good. Now, do you know where it went?
No.
Does anyone know where it went? A reward for you if you do. Yes. You people are mortals. You like your rewards. Yes. Well, you might not be mortal. You're an elf. But you still like rewards. Yes. Rewards is something to eat, perhaps. Something to help you. Something to keep you awake all night. Something to... No, except the elf. Something else. What reward? Gold? Gold is common. We could do gold. Look. He opens his cape, pulls out a pouch. I have some gold. Who knows how much is in it? That's part of the game. Oh, what fun. You lizard-looking fellow. Would you like this pouch? Do you know where the voting booth went?
I will not play your game.
Ah! How about you? Serious looking person. Yeah, Warren, he's talking to you.
Who?
You, he's talking to you. Serious looking person. I have this gold here. Will you take it? Will you become wealthy among your kind? If you can tell me where the booth went.
As it is, if you people have, like, noticed anything, Warren is very uncomfortable here. He doesn't feel right.
Gotcha.
Um,
Uh,
I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for, sir.
You seem
Exactly,
to
I've
act a
only
bit
just
guilty.
arrived.
Do you have something to hide, or is it just a coincidence?
No, I have only just arrived, sir, and we just got done with an argument with two gentlemen.
Oh, yes, I see
And-
the stain. We'll clean that up in no time, don't worry.
Yeah, so I unfortunately do not have any knowledge of
All
what you're
right,
looking
all right,
for.
all right. Thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. And he kind of bows. I do appreciate your efforts. I truly, truly do, to make this a nicer, more wonderful place. You two halflings. And he goes over to the halflings playing marbles. The halflings both scream and run and start leaving their marbles there. Not kids, they're adults, but they scream and run and leave their marbles there. And he goes, oh, the reputation's damn. And he goes crying, kind of going off.
I'm gonna ask my daughter if she saw anything.
I should have asked her. She kind of, give her a roll. Give her a roll. She's
20?
+1 and everything. Yeah, D20, see if you get a 16.
11.
No, she didn't.
I am debating what my character.
She says, I didn't take it.
Situation.
All right, I'm curious, Simple, what are you doing? You're just hiding with a voting booth?
Hearing that something might upset the balance, he is going to just take the thing out, put it on the ground, and just walk away.
So we all see that, though, right?
Oh, yeah, it is a glowing thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Simple kind of sets it up, scurries away a bit, just acts nonchalant, walks away there.
Sir, might this be what you're looking for?
He turns when you call out. He goes like, yes! Yes, you've recovered it! He comes close to you, and if you allow it, he comes over to give you a big hug. Do you allow it?
Very much on the defense,
Right.
but I'll allow being close.
Okay.
Kind of, my sword arm is going towards my dagger, so
He
just
says, oh,
all the
I
stuff.
understand. I'm not toxic. These rumors, I tell you. Oh. So
Rumors.
No,
Rumors get started. Arbitrators. Arbitrators.
no.
People fear
I
arbitrators.
nudge him away from Warren with my mace, and then move my mace to their back. Where are
What?
we?
You're in the carnival. Look around. It's a carnival.
Yes.
Go play the games. Go have fun.
Very
It's
well.
nothing
Then.
against
Go
you.
vote. Above all, everyone should vote.
Very
I'll
well
have
then.
to nonchalantly walk back to the group in a different direction.
Okay.
Very well then, arbitrator. And I press my mace into his back just a little more. Allow me to elaborate. What plane of existence are we on?
He kind of looks down at the thing and says, are you trying to threaten me?
No, I'm having an honest discussion with a Fed. Probably the first time
Looks
you've
down at the
ever
base. Kind of chuckles a bit. Says, where are you? Well, it depends where you entered. That's where you are.
I'm gonna kind of like throw myself into this situation, kind of between them, and kind of
I'm
take his.
I'm
Hey
back
guys,
north.
what is
I'll-
going on?
I'll put my hand against the mace and kind of like push it away a little.
Okay,
like, kind of
Jithris, do you
stand
allow
between
that?
them.
Yeah, I allow it.
All right, diffuses.
Oh, that's about as
Different
much stress
customs,
as you can get from
different
a wizard
customs.
person, okay?
I understand. So, again, enjoy. And, sir, I think you found it, so thank you for that. I believe I offered gold earlier. You didn't seem interested. Is that something you would like now?
I just
You're allergic to
I look
gold.
at Warren and I shake my head.
You're allergic to gold. Take this, then. And he pulls into a pocket inside his thing. And he kind of, very humanoid-looking hand, comes out there, nicely manicured nails and everything. Comes out, holds out for you to take something. Do you hold your hand up?
I'll put my hand out there, but I am very cautious just because I'm very uncomfortable.
Do you open your hand like you're ready to receive something? Like that?
Sure.
Okay, great. He drops in just 5 platinum pieces. And just thank you for the info. And he bows very sincerely.
Oh, before he leaves, though, I'm going to mention that I'd like a word with you.
Of course, but a moment. And he goes and he puts the pumpkin back on the pedestal, and he returns to you. Says, and yes.
You seem like a good thing to talk to about this.
Person
In
being
all
relevant.
honesty, my friends and I aren't here on purpose. We came by chance.
But you were invited, yes?
No.
Okay. Simple, you're in sight, right?
Yeah, I just walked in like, hey guys, what is going on?
He says, well, he knows you, and he's wearing the invitation, so that's why you're here.
That's an invitation?
Yes, the helmet, the pumpkins, yes.
Oh. Anyone?
So, by the way, he's talking to someone. So I'm sorry you couldn't vote right away, but the voting booth has been retrieved. You may vote whenever you wish.
Okay.
Thank
No
you.
further questions?
You're welcome. Yes. I'm sorry, Miss Elf. Did you have more questions for me? Sometimes people are so confused. The most common answers are, you are here until you are not. And it's safe until you're not.
That seems fair.
Insight.
Sure.
Insight on that. What does that mean?
Same.
Sure.
Please.
Roll it.
I have a question.
Oh,
Of course.
it was so close, 14.
If
What'd you get,
said this
15?
was a carnival,
Not bad.
it looks like a carnival, why is there mention of voting?
Cool. Okay, so you flat out asked. You two both think that, with your rolls, which are fairly close, yeah. In other words, you're here until you're not. So when you leave, you're probably going back to your own plane. That's what kinds of is implied. And the other part of you're safe until you're not, if you just do normal things and stay very, very peripheral, there's no danger. And then, simple, just asked them, what exactly do you want to say? Go ahead, can you phrase it one more time?
This looks like a carnival. Why would a carnival have a voting booth?
Yes, exactly right. Well, this carnival we have little bits of everything now, and that's what it's for. But the vote is for the next big celebration. How long should it be? Who should foot the bill? How much fey magic should go to power it? The highest winner gets the greatest celebration. It depends. Tonight we have a few represented. Please walk down this aisle or this aisle or this aisle. There's a lot of things. You will see several different creatures, different things. We have the orange pumpkin you've already seen down over there. The old hag sitting there, rocking in front of the blue fire torch. I saw some other contestants coming in with a blue fire torch pass earlier. That's for the blue fire torch if you'd rather do that. You will see what's called the generic smiley face. That's if you want to go straight forward to see some of that. And then, of course, there's green serpent, brown hammer. The multicolored mosaic you might want to be careful of. Just saying. They're a bit confused. The pink lips, if you want to live on the wild side, and then there's the black nothingness if you don't want to live at all. There's a variety of things to do here. Again, no danger, just if you just peruse, it's always safe to window shop.
There wouldn't be a weapons stall anywhere here. or
Weapons?
a
Oh,
shop.
yes, absolutely. You know?
Can
If you're
direct
looking for
me in that
weapons
way?
and things to eliminate other creatures, perhaps black nothingness is for you. If you want to go to the right and keep walking down further toward the heart of the carnival, you'll find the black nothingness.
So
Is
disturbed
there
in real life.
magic items?
Oh, yes! Oh, my goodness. I couldn't even breathe if not for magic items.
Okay, where are they?
Well, my mask is one. I'm an arbitrator. Your helmet is another. Let's see. There's many magical capabilities among you. Your companion here points to your daughter. That's another magical creature. There's many here.
What?
Do you know what she is, by the way?
Do you like some information? So would I. Do we have a deal?
What are you asking in return?
Well, I'm not sure yet. It'll come to mind.
That's not acceptable. You have to have a reasonable demand for a reasonable amount of
That's
information.
acceptable. You wish a formal agreement on this? I concur, and I am an arbitrator, so I shall not cheat you. It should be totally fair. Now,
I believe you.
what did you ask for again? Precisely.
I want to know what manner of creature my daughter is.
I see. Oh, it's your daughter then. You don't know. Your own daughter. Oh, but times have become so confusing. Nevertheless, to know what kind of creature your daughter is. Very well. In that case, I will ask you this, which is confusing me as well. You've been invited, but you don't seem to know what to do. So I'm wondering, was the invitation yours originally? So I will answer you first. Yes? Ah, an answer. Thank you. Did you say yes?
I said no.
Oh, you said no. No. Good, an answer. Thank you. That puts you in a very special category. As for your daughter, and he kind of leans forward like this with the porcelain mask. Do you let him get close, or do you want to have other people listen?
Oh yeah, he doesn't freak me out at all.
Okay, so I guess then he kind of whispers, and just for role playing, I'm just going to say it out loud, but you guys don't hear this. All right? He says, she is a changeling, of course.
I suspected that.
Yes, yes. But then again, aren't we all in one way or another? And he kind of takes a step back.
Well, thank you.
So, with the knowledge that you're... And he's speaking more slowly, as if to children now. Just... with the knowledge that this is your first carnival, and that you aren't the true recipients, but somehow have obtained an invitation. So by the laws of the carnival, I bid you welcome. And since you are new, I'll tell you to please be careful. And as your friend has noted, make sure you conduct all deals before you conduct all deals. Make sure you know what the deal is going to be before you enter into it. By the laws of the arbitrators, they must be fair with you and upfront.
Mercenaries have the same rule.
And good. And now the voting. These things, these little lanterns, you vote for the one you want. Once you vote, you're done voting. You can still enjoy the carnival, but you may only vote once. You will find people who want you to vote for them. They will give you little ribbons. The ribbons will be the matching colors. If you put the ribbon in the matching color, that is a vote cast for that particular god, goddess, or carnival. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Very well. Enjoy the fair. And then he turns and goes running into duty calls. And goes running off.
I walk
I don't know
over
about you-
to Warren.
I don't know about you
and
guys, but
just-
I wanna check out
and
that
just
black
put my hand on your
nothingness.
shoulder. I don't trust this place.
I'm very uncomfortable, but it is what it is.
I don't know about you guys.
Anyways,
but-
I am interested in the weapon shop, though.
Same.
No, he didn't say it was a
Also,
weapon shop, but he did say there would be weapons there, or items of destruction, or something like that.
Ben, no.
I'm gonna have we're gonna huddle it together as if names are very much a worrisome here, then maybe we should alter ours just so we can communicate properly with each other.
Wait, what?
If names are of importance here, we should probably at least alter our name itself just so we can communicate to each other. Just if you're gonna try to communicate with me, just call me Ren, just so at least I can maintain a proper understanding.
I don't understand. Why are names important?
I have a feeling that if we give our our proper names or our true names, as it's been said, that it might have something to do with them taking possession, maybe. I'm just spitballing here. Like, Kev, can I roll something to kind of get an understanding on the Fey and names?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, because I'm spitballing.
Give me an
here
insight.
just off
Give me an
my own
insight.
thought.
You've been there for a little bit. Give me an insight.
Okay, insight.
Would that mean that my actual name would make me a slave, or the one
And
I
that's
go by?
that's what I'm worried about, and that's why I'm worried. Because as you all have noticed, I've always introduced myself fully. I've never skipped out on a beat to hand my name.
Right.
That was 16.
Not bad. Yeah. Names always have some power, but it depends on whose hands it ends into. It's not like super insta death or anything like that. It depends on the power of the one that has it, and there's a Fey thing, pretty universal Fey thing. But among the commoners, there, it's not going to matter much.
Okay, so it's nothing like still like death wise. Okay.
Well,
still
it's in strong enough hands, sure, but yeah.
Okay. Just call me. Just go with the name Ren for now, just to be safe, because I don't know. I'm as they can visibly see, I'm still very on edge.
Okay.
So, should I still be called just a simple bartender?
Well, I don't know. It is by the technical sense, the true name itself. So that's where the understanding is.
I wonder if I have a dragon name that I don't know about.
Well, from my understanding, a true name itself was given to you. Kev, what's the ruling on true names then? Is that a name that is given to you, or that you've taken to uphold?
That's a good question. The name that was given to you.
It has to be given. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then.
Unless
by that
one wasn't given, then
understanding-
we'll get creative after that.
Okay, then I'm going to just say is by that sense, any taken name, they can't control you. They can't control that understanding then.
Okay, I'll
So-
just call myself a simple bartender, or just a simple bartender instead of a simple bartender.
There you go.
I like how you put
Hiding
it.
in plain sight there, yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
but I don't know. I want
Cool.
an item shop. I'm just feeling like an itch.
A clever trick, I should
Yep.
say.
Yep.
I will go by Sabak.
Sabak. Cool. All right. Now,
Well,
while you
that
guys are here
sounds-
talking about that, you do find a person who comes kind of up over to you. And it's an older person, and they've got a cape of feathers. And it's this older man who comes over there. Looks human, right? A bit of a beard and stuff. Bit scruffy, but clean. And comes over to you with a cape and says, "Here you go, here you are, children. One for everybody, one for everybody." And he kind of puts the cape leaning against the crook of his neck, and he pulls out this big fist of like 12 ribbons. And he holds out an orange ribbon. "Who wants one? Here, you, sir. The masked one, the small one there."
Wait, what are your if we're gonna vote,
Yes.
motivations.
What?
I want to know more about you before I take what you want.
Me? Well, I was born about 83 years ago, and my mother was a very nice woman. She used to dance in the town hall. Every Sunday I would go in to watch. How much do you want to know?
What does the
just-
orange represent?
What does orange, the orange and the pumpkin to vote?
So, but who does it represent, I guess?
You know nothing of the Pumpkin King?
Unfortunately, no.
The current Pumpkin King. Yes! The current Pumpkin King is called Kulvig. And he will appear as a scarecrow with the same flaming skull you have, except more grand, of course. No insult to your current head. It looks very nice on you, but it'll appear that way. And he has 3 main followers, 3 officers or lieutenants perhaps, who have different colors of gems in their foreheads, and they range. One is black, one is orange, and one is yellow, and that is how Kulvig is immortal. I know, I'm spelling so.
What was the name again?
Kulvig, Culvig. The Pumpkin King is Kulvig. And if you vote for him, he will reward you, of course, with all will. So, if I could have you vote, will you take the orange? You don't have to right away. Feel free to think about it, to peruse, and have a pretty ribbon young masked creature.
What does he want, and what will he give us?
The Pumpkin King is famous for fires, scares, and, well, kind of living forever. The Pumpkin King is famous for the harvest. The Pumpkin King is famous for rebirth. Animating things, harvest and fear and celebration. All the things that make life interesting and worthwhile. Most of them, anyway. Now I have this ribbon. Would you like it?
So,
No strings attached, as they say.
I'll hold up.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. A reasonable person.
I appreciate
I'll
it.
My
see-
pleasure,
I'll look
thank
at
you.
The others first.
Oh, shit. You. He turns to Death Risk. A ribbon for you, young sir or ma'am.
Sir or ma'am.
Tall, jacked, male lizard folk.
Oh, yeah, sir. I'm sorry. I'm not too familiar with your kind.
Yeah, how would we know?
That is a good. That is a good question.
Well, young sir, ma'am, then.
No,
Here is your orange ribbon if you like. Don't eat it, please.
thank you.
No, you don't want to vote for the Pumpkin King COVID because it's a wonderful, good choice for the next celebration. You realize every vote cast increases the chance of winning and the intensity of the next celebrations. This is how much fame, magic, and assistance they will have on their celebrations. So it is very important that we each vote for Kolvig, not the others.
I am a tourist of this realm.
You've been invited to this place or you would not be here. Uninvited, you would disintegrate upon entering.
Does voting for Kolig guarantee a invitation for the next time?
No, you have to be, but I'm sure beyond yours is as some deities would call it, a nice list. So you might be invited again, I'm certain of it. You must cultivate your followers, yes? He will remember you for sure, if you vote for him. We all will.
Find out.
He might not visit himself, but he does have his 3 lieutenants who are very, very powerful.
Sounds like he thinks it's really important. Okay.
It is.
I need more information.
It is here
about
for you,
other things
miss.
before I
And
vote.
for your lovely other miss who looks like you. Except smaller daughter, I'm guessing. Here, you. And your daughter looks at you and hopefully then takes it.
I'll take the ribbon, yeah.
Great, so she takes one
Don't
too.
make any promises, but I'll take the ribbon.
Okay, that's all I can ask. Who hasn't taken it? So Death Risk has not, and Simple has not. He tries Simple one more time. Would you like to, young sir with the wooden face?
I'll come
Are you
back
related
to
to
you,
trees?
but I need to find out more about the other candidates.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I want to
Well,
be as fair as possible. I want to...
fair? In the Fey realm?
Maybe not fair, but like, I
As
guess...
on the level as
Well informed.
Well informed, yes.
I cannot fault that. It's a beautiful carnival. Have fun and then please return.
Of
Wait,
course.
so taking
But-
the ribbon itself is the vote, or the vote is when you give it to the pumpkin?
The vote is when you put it in to a voting booth of the same color. A voting
Then I'll
place.
consider it. I'll consider it.
Very good, thank you. So basically you drop the ribbon into the lantern of the same color, and then it's a vote. So, want to tick off the gods, drop it into a different color. That'll be good, yeah.
I'm gonna go...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Warren, let's go find out about the nothingness.
I'll accompany him towards where the weaponry might be, where we can purchase or
Alright.
trade.
Now remember, he didn't say anything about weapons as if you want to hurt people and stuff like that. So yeah, I
No,
think
no,
that
no.
might be good for
I
you.
will be following close behind.
I'm interested, so I'll also follow. But I'm going to mention to Warren, I can't help but notice you do seem uncomfortable, which means he must be really uncomfortable, because otherwise she would not notice even a little bit.
That's true. We've seen your perception rolls.
It's
Oh, you want me to roll?
No, I'm joking. We've seen your perception rolls are not
Okay.
stellar.
Yeah, they're not good today. They're not good. So, I mean, you got to be like sweating and pale and like he seems a little off. I don't know.
it's more or less like it kind of tells there is more or less the shifting of the body. I am backing away more cautiously. Like as it is, you know me, I'm usually forward. I'm going up to them. And I'm wanting to be right in there, but I'm more or less sulking away. I'm pulling back. It's
I guess now that she knows you better, probably would notice more.
Hmm.
Because
Makes
social
sense.
cues, no, but personally, I would know you a little bit better now. So if you're acting like that, I would notice.
this place puts me very uneven. I don't feel right here. I don't. It's hard to describe.
Okay.
It's not that I feel that I'm in a different realm or anything like that. I assume we are. It's just my body does not feel right. It's hard to describe. So basically,
Sorry to hear that.
basically,
That's what I'm supposed to say, right?
like I'm rubbing against my neck and all that because, like, it's just I just don't feel. I just like my character just does not feel centered. I don't feel proper. I'm well. It's the Fae, I guess.
I don't care for fairies either. They've only been trouble in my experience, but I like this place a lot.
Maybe things we're trying to escape or something like that. Magic is sometimes a scary thing.
I'll kind of rub against you as a cat would, like not in any sort of like I forgot that I'm not in cat form, and just kind of
It's kind
say,
of an
like,
affectionate.
Then
yeah,
I'll,
like give it a chance.
I'll pat you on the head like I did when you were in cat form. Thank you.
Very cool. As you guys are standing there doing this, this shorter creature comes by, long, pointy nose, looks like a gnome, looks like an older gnome, and he comes by and he's got this really squat, really wide dog, maybe, on a leash. And I'm the cleanup. Oh, there it is. And he comes over and the dog just starts eating and licking, like with a huge appetite, and cleaning up the very tall, spindly guy that got his head splattered open.
I should have checked the body.
Are you checking the body?
I should have.
Are you going to try now while he's cleaning it?
No, I should have done it before it's past the time.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So, you can sit. Unless we can't hear you. If you're talking, we're talking to us? Okay. So, did you guys want to go on the right where it goes to the the dark side?
Yes.
Combat.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
How long has it been, by the way? How long have we been here? Can we even tell?
I don't know. I guess about 20 minutes or so, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I guess before we go to combat, maybe we should explore some of the other places.
These are 3 ways into the city. You know that the nothingness is to the right. You know that the white vote section, which is...
Was there anywhere to buy magic items? Because Simple was asking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all through the place. There's different vendors all over the place. It's a carnival. There's games, there's vending, there's all kinds of things.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
And you'll see as you go on, so that's good.
Maybe I can. Do I see any games nearby, or do we have to move?
Well, right now, from where you are, there's different buildings and stuff, many with no doors or windows. But you can go off to the left, and you see this really old wooden house with the porch, with the old hag kind of rocking back and forth. And there's another voting booth there, but this is for a blue fire for the icon. And it's got a nice eerie blue light, which just lends a total creepiness to this. It looks like a Halloween movie ever made, so yeah. And that's to the left. And you go further on to different things, of course. Down the center, there's some other stuff, and it looks like there's some game booths going on there. Some people are playing and having fun. And then off to the right, you're not really sure. That goes into the it's actually darker here. There's fewer lanterns. This goes into the nothingness, the vote for the nothingness. The black nothingness. Which is where the weapons are.
I want to go to the nothingness, but I don't know if you guys want to.
I'd be nervous about it, but like worst party ever. Come on.
Quick summary. Blue
Seriously.
is
I'd rather not be
blue
with her.
on the left with the old woman. The white in the center with the gaming, and the nothingness with the creepiness and the much less light. You're not sure what's going on in darker, tighter alleys to the right.
I would lean towards the old woman, but I'm following Warren.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna go to the nothingness. Fuck it.
we'll head towards there then.
All right. Death Risk, you following them? You all going together?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're all going as a group together, right? Okay. Your daughter's smiling. She's loving
Where are
it.
we going?
I think Anthony is heading toward the nothingness. I
Wait,
think
hold
you're
on. My
too.
daughter's excited about going to the nothingness side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Noted.
You know, teenagers. All right. It's a goth phase, maybe. I don't know. All right. So you guys head off to the nothingness side, and it is narrower alley kinds of things here. So you're walking along, and as you're going, forgive me, I've got to ask something because my brain is fried on this. I don't remember. Did you guys see the puppet show yet?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, good. So you're in the darker alleys.
Now I
It's-
want to, so.
Now I want to see
You
the
might regret it. So go again there. And I this is a commonality I've got. But anyway, you're going through these alleys, and it's twisty and turny, so it's hard to see what's coming up. It's not about 3-foot wide alleys, which might exclude some people. But you're going through. What's your marching order? Who's first?
I'll follow up right behind him then.
Gotcha. Okay, so simply you go first, and it opens up. It keeps going, but it also opens up to a little alcove to the right. And it goes in about 4 feet. It's about 4 feet wide, and in there is an old man. Just some little bits of hair on the side, and kind of scraggly beard. And he's just dressed in like a loincloth type of thing there, and he's all bundled over. He's really slender, rather emaciated. He's got a begging bowl in front of him. And he's also got another bowl filled with black ribbons. So the begging bowl's got a few things. It's got a fair amount of copper, a couple of silver, like 3 gold. And he's doing the puppet show. That's why I was asking on there. And he's got the little whole wooden, if you guys ever seen the wooden puppets with the strings on there. So he's got the puppet show going. And it looks like it's a dead cat that he's using. And just has connected to it. And he's like, he's making the voices on it. So he's doing this dead cat puppet show. And then he pulls out another one with a dead rat. And he starts doing the puppet show back and forth. And making the voices. And you dare to invade my food. You stole my cheese. And it just goes on like that. I'll get you.
Hold on.
Boom. Yeah.
Are their names Tom and Jerry?
Before or after rigor mortis?
Yeah, they're staying flexible somehow. They look pretty darn ratty, especially the rat. But yeah, but they look like rigor mortis should have set in.
Are you telling me they look?
No, because I mean, after depending on the size of the animal, it will break down again, and then it'll become flexible again if it doesn't become dehydrated.
Okay, it's whatever phase it is where it's flexible again, and he's probably treating it with some other stuff too. So yeah,
it's older.
It's older, and it smells, and it's just kind of gross. And as he moves it more quickly, the maggots kind of start falling out of the eyeballs and things like this, and it's starting to fall apart pretty badly. But he's doing this puppet show, and he doesn't even seem to notice you guys. And suddenly he looks up and smiles at you, and he's got like 4 teeth. He says, "Hello, have you enjoyed the show?"
I'll toss a few copper to him.
Thank you for the gift. We're even now. Thank you. And you, as you all see. Have you enjoyed the show?
Are you representing the nothingness?
I am. I can give you your votes here. If you want to take one, feel free.
I want to know more about it first.
Very well. The nothingness. I must tell you, and he sets the puppets down. Don't move, my dears. Stay, and kind of pets them a bit. The nothingness. Please don't be afraid of the nothingness. Some are afraid of the nothingness, and it is powerful, large, and forever, but you can't be afraid of the nothingness. Yes, there's death, there's oblivion, but there's no pain in the nothingness. And it's a freedom of sorts, and control over the life and existence of others, for power if you're seeking that. The nothingness is the greatest thing that we can ever see or know or understand or come close to. And someday we will all be there. Isn't that beautiful in its way? We'll all be there, you, and me, and all of you, and my pets. We'll all be together forever in the nothingness. Do you understand
I'm gonna
now?
look over at my daughter, by the way.
Okay. She's just
and
looking at
gauge
him
her
blinking.
reaction.
I just turn away from them and hold out my hand.
Okay, like enough of this. Your daughter kind of looks at you, and she kind of comes up and whispers and says, "I don't understand any of this." She whispers that to you. She's like, "I don't understand any of this."
So, what kind of powers are we talking?
You are a power seeker of the nothingness. That's fine. We have things. I can, if you take a ribbon, then you can go deeper into the secrets of the nothingness. Show them, and you might get other benefits, other boons, other granted powers.
First off,
The ribbon.
Second, what does the nothingness want? And third, no third, just what does it want, and what are we getting? Like, specifically.
You have a lot of questions for me. I granted a show for you. Simple, did you throw any coins into the thing or no?
Do you have change for can you make change for a gold coin?
He blinks a few times. He says, I think so. I'll give you something precious in return. He leans down and breaks off a part of the cat's tail. Says, here you are. There's only a few maggots.
I'll hand Simple 3 copper.
Oh, well, he kind of tries to glue it back.
I give him the 3 copper for her. Or
Okay.
whatever it is.
Thank you. Now to answer your questions, well, the festivals we're trying to finance with the Fey Magic here. There's a couple of them. There's 2 main festivals. One is Eternal Night. And that celebration is so fun. We are all dead. In Eternal Night, every one of us, we're walking dead in the Eternal Night. And then there's the Day of the Dead, which is where the dead visit you. They don't try to eat you or anything bad you may have heard in the bad taverns, but you may speak to them and visit loved ones and you haven't seen in years. On those days, my pets actually talk to me back. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, actually.
Loved ones, what do you mean by that?
What's that say again? I'm sorry?
Loved ones, what do you mean by that?
Yes. The Day of the Dead, the loved ones can visit you. And you can speak to them. Maybe your grandfather, maybe a daughter or son you might have lost. And you can speak to them and sit with them and have a drink and find old whiskey and discuss the times of old when they came back from school, and you can talk with them. And they'll be as they were at various points in their life, and it is a wonderful, wonderful blessing to be able to reconnect before. And if you wish wisdom, maybe ancients who have died can talk with you, and they will sit right there, as plain and clean and true as your face. Not yours, you have a mask, but the others. And they'll be right there for you, and you can see that what greater gift is there? In the nothingness, there's also everything, because everything dies, and we will be there too.
I'll take it.
I mutter under my breath.
Thank you, and he gives you a ribbon. What's that, say again?
I mutter under my breath, still facing away from him. I'll take a ribbon.
Ah, very well, thank you, my lizard-like companion here. And he gives you one. And the other 2, would you like ribbons as well?
I don't want a ribbon.
You
I
don't
don't
want
want a pale impersonation of life.
We are alive. I'm very much alive. Look at me. It's wonderful. It's just nothingness. We'll see you someday.
You seem to sell an impersonation of life.
Oh, you've noticed my pets are dead. Yes, it's true. Maybe a while ago. I do artistic shows, but the nothingness is truth. You will be visited by the real people. And if you choose to do, instead of the Day of the Dead, where they visit you, we can do the Eternal Night, where we are all dead and we can visit them.
Feels unnatural. I won't take a ribbon.
Death is natural. He
seems
seems
Not
to
the
be
way you sell it.
I rolled a percentile just... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You will
No, you go ahead. I
go for it. What was that?
I rolled a percentile just because my character is extremely on the fence because, well, my father is dead.
Yeah.
Like, he passed away. I rolled under 50, so I'm just gonna back away slowly.
He holds out the ribbon for both of you. Are you sure? Between the 2 of you who did not take the ribbons. And the daughter. The daughter kind of looks at you and says, couldn't hurt? Do you mind?
You can.
She kind of slowly steps forward and does. And holds up her hand. He says, lovely, my dear, and puts a ribbon in it. Thank you. Welcome to the nothingness.
She seems weirdly drawn to this.
She does seem a little into it.
I hope to find a lot of knowledge in nothing.
That would be the dead you're communing with. They have knowledge. It died with them, but we can get it when we speak to them, yes?
I would love to meet the nothingness one day.
Yes! That day could be near. Vote for the nothingness. If it wins, all the power will go to it, and it will be an amazing carnival. An amazing carnival. And then it will be the eternal night and the day of the dead. And you will visit the dead and they will visit you.
Thank you for talking.
Thank you. Now carry on deeper into the nothingness, have fun.
I'm assuming we go back to check out the other carnival.
Oh, you could, or you can go deeper this way too.
Oh, actually,
What follows deeper into?
What's that?
What follows deeper into?
You're not sure? Are you going to go walking further?
I'm going to just outwardly just admit I don't want to go any further.
Well,
Like,
exactly.
my hair is standing up. I don't like it.
With my percentile, like I said, I rolled under 50, so I'm.
Oh, the
I'm-
danger
I-
sense
I
thing?
can't. Yeah, well, no, like the percentile there is saying like whether or not I want to commune with my dead father or something like that. But no, I'm backing away. This
Okay.
it's put me more and more on edge.
Gotcha. So Airless and Warren are heading back again. Jethros, which way are you going? Are you going, Anthony? That was simple. Are you going deeper in, or are you backing away with the others?
I'm going to follow close to the group, keeping
Well,
my
they're splitting.
eyes open for where to deposit my ribbon.
That's the thing. I think you guys are splitting here. I'm not sure. Simple, you going further in?
I want to. Do you have a pamphlet?
He has a death rat.
He looks at you and he
And a
blinks
death
a few times and says, I have a pet rat. A patlet. I have pet rat. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, like, do you have a paper with information on the nothingness?
I've written a letter once. A few years ago. But I don't still have it. I have the black ribbons that will grant you information. Go that way, and you will learn much, much more. I promise.
Do I see
I will
anywhere to deposit the ribbon?
You see what? Say again? The ribbons
Do
are in
I
a
see
wooden
anywhere
bowl.
to deposit my vote in the vicinity.
Oh, a place?
Okay,
Not quite yet.
I've learned. I don't know if I should be separating from the group. If the group doesn't want to go, I won't go. Unfortunately.
I'm with her. I'm with her left on this. It's like literally my hair is standing on end. I feel very, very bad, wrong.
Okay, as you guys are standing there trying to make the decisions, communicating with each other, go ahead and give me perception rolls, please. If you guys get above a 13, let me know, which is not that hard. I want to know.
I'll put this out there and I'll state is like if you guys want to explore further, I will accompany you to help you, but I will not partake in it.
I got a
that
12,
is
so.
Not quite. Something's
below
nagging in the back of it.
13.
Okay, cool.
Very
I got a 9.
You guys are epic. Let's see what we get through those.
I got
19,
a 1,
wow.
so 4.
Wow, Airless, I think you're the only one that heard it, basically. Did your daughter hear it? Let's give it a shot.
Go to.
You're muted.
No, I rolled a 5, so she
Oh,
did
okay.
not hear
You
it.
didn't- Wow.
God,
And
I'm gonna switch out my dice. This is bullcrap.
no worries. Death Risk, you did not hear it either,
Put in
right?
dice jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
dice-
Wow, Airless, you're the only one that hears it. He notices you hear it, and he looks right at you and kind of smiles. The pipes are calling you, dear. And you hear mournful music of pipes. You might not know the instrument. It's bagpipes. Mournful music, like a funeral dirge. Think of like Amazing Grace or something like that, but some kind of mournful.
Danny
kind of
boy.
sad.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Right.
Pipes,
But
so.
so it's got to sound very strange to you, I'm sure. And you hear this going on. It's not bad. It's kind of beautiful, but just eerily beautiful. Coming
I don't trust
further
him
down
though.
the
I'm gonna kind of hiss a little, like,
Oh, he's-
be like-
oh, I'm so sorry.
what is that?
That's music. It's music. It's celebration. That's for the entertainment. Some
what.
listen and grow happy, thinking of old friends. Some listen and cry, thinking of lost loves. But whichever way you go, you can see them again.
I don't care to.
Also,
Oh, well, you're young.
we heard there were weapons here.
Oh, that is what you wish. Yes, yes, yes. There are things of great power. Weapons might not be the right word was when we searched for
Powers?
powers might be better. Magical implements to bring or keep the dead. Perhaps. I'm not good at that sort of thing. I am an artist. My pets and I entertain. But you can go further down there. Forgive me. I know so little. Maybe they can help you further. I'm sure they could. And you seek powers, and yes, powers of life and death. That's exactly what it is. I don't know if they are weapons, but they are powers of life and death.
How I will come back once I've made my vote.
Oh, you can vote further on. Follow the pipes. That's a voting place.
Oh.
You may cast it there. Oh, you can't hear the pipes. Follow your friend. And he kind of he smiles hopefully at you. She can hear. She can lead the way. Follow her.
Kind of unhappy, like. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll just look kind of not pleased.
Please
I walk
show them
up-
the way, or they may
I
be
walk up
lost.
to- I walk up to Airless and
Okay.
and just whisper, "Just point me in the direction, please. Entertain him."
Fine.
All right.
I'll humor him.
Okay.
I'll kind of plod along in the direction of the pipes.
Okay. Are you literally pointing also in the direction of the pipes?
No, I'll just head towards.
Okay. As she's walking a little further down into the place, something really weird happens. You guys all see the narrow alley kind of turn a bit to the right? As she's walking, she's going straight, and the path kind of corrects to her direction. So she can hear the pipes, and she's following it, so you can follow her. Is everybody following you?
I'm following.
Cool. I'll take everybody else. Good. So your daughter certainly does too. You're going along, the pipes get louder, and at this point now, since you're following someone who knows the way, you all hear it now. So the pipes are going, and you do. You come across this place, and there's steps, like concrete steps or stone steps. There's a guy sitting there, and he's playing the pipes. Looks like a younger guy, and he's got the braided hair in the back. He's a guy though, got the braided hair in the back. He's playing the pipes, and you see a voting station, and it's the same type of lantern box, metal lantern box, but instead of something in there, it's just this jagged nothingness, total black oblivion, nothing. You can see the gunmetal gray voting box, but the thing inside, just a jagged oblivion. Black, just like your ribbons. And he kind of nods at you, and he pauses, and he stops playing for a moment.
I walk past it and try and drop the ribbon in without being noticed.
He's right next to it, so it'd be kind of hard not to notice. You can try.
Yeah.
You could try a stealth. It may be a disadvantage.
Sleight of hand.
Yes, disadvantage, because he's right next to it. Do you want to do that?
Okay.
A
Good
9.
evening, sir.
All right, so Dithris comes over, and he tries to kind of pop it in. I rolled a 3, so he didn't even notice. Your ribbon goes into oblivion, and the minute it hits the top of that thing, it just vanishes in there. Your
walk
vote
away.
has been cast. Please remember that you voted for oblivion.
Question: is this bagpipe by any chance magical?
Is it bagpipe magic? It actually is not.
Okay, it's not. Okay, I was just wondering if it was like magical music or something like that there.
Right. All right. Some of the effects on
Excuse
different
me,
things were.
sir.
Yes. Yes, welcome.
I have heard of instruments of life and death here.
That's what the oblivion is good at. Absolutely true. Very true. And he kind of smiles up, seems very earnest, very charming kind of guy. He says, I take it you're after control of life and death, your own or another's. It makes a difference.
That is so creepy.
Thank you.
I guess others.
Others, of course. He says, you've not voted yet. So I would like to convince you to. Maybe, if I gave you something, I could count on your vote. I have a few things for you. Here. He says, excuse me a moment. And he stands up. The building is leaning against it, and he goes through a door, closes it. About 2 minutes later, he comes back, sits down, opens it, closes it, sits back down again. Now it's weird, because when he opened it, inside, you just saw the same black nothingness that was in the voting thing. So he comes out again, like nothing happened. He's got a box. And he sets it down on the steps next to him. He says, here, come closer, take a look. This is the good stuff. All of you who haven't voted yet, and all of you, and Death Risk, he looks at you again. He's like, oh, wait. I'm sorry, I must have missed that. Thank you, sir, thank you. He says, you undecided ones, take a look. And he kind of opens this thing. And in this thing are several daggers. The daggers change. Different size, different shapes, different makes, different years, it seems, different styles. But all the blades are pure black. These are mercy daggers. These are mercy daggers. These will take a life if someone's in pain. And then he has... what was the other one? Oh, here it is. The other things are black coins. And he picks one up and he says, look, this side, it's a regular person's face. This side is a skull. This is life or death right here. There are, of course, rules on the use for both of these things, but nothing's omnipotent. And let's face it, you're only beginning to find the wonders of Oblivion.
What does the nothing want in return?
Your vote, your support. You vote, you form a link.
Is that all he wants?
Of course. Just good, faithful servants. A little help now and then. You still have your own lives. But we do need to finance the carnivals, of course. They're quite expensive, and sure you can understand that. And yet, we're generous. It is fun. It is fun to have the power of life and death, isn't it? You can advance. And he kind of pulls back his cloak, and he half pulls out his rapier. And his rapier has the same pure black blade. Casts no light, no reflection that the daggers did. And he kind of sheaths that again. It is fun. It is power. And then nothingness will grant you power. Would you like a coin? Would you like a dagger? Feel free to take one. And then cast your vote.
Are they one use?
Yes.
Hmm.
They are.
Just out of curiosity, are there any stilettos?
You know, there's a variety of daggers, so there would be, style-wise. It wouldn't change the effectiveness of it. He says, yes, he digs around a bit, and he finds one nice, long, slender blade. This is very stylish for the young lady.
We don't have to give anything to take it.
Well, your vote would be appreciated.
We don't have to.
Everything is a bargain. So if you receive the gift and you don't give us your vote, we'll ask for some other form of payment. Which is fine, it's your choice. But ideally, it's a gift for your payment. If you haven't voted yet, then we're trying to be honest, to buy your votes. You all look so wonderful, so fresh, so alive. We could use you.
Creepy. I'm gonna just back off.
I take my amulet of Sess Enoch out from under my armor and say, I have my own ways of...
As I see. But wouldn't it be fun, Lizard Man, to attend a carnival that you help to support? We be royalty there. We'll see who wins after the votes. Hopefully Oblivion does. The rest of you, here, take that stiletto. It's beautiful, isn't it? Would you like it?
No.
And
You
you,
look uncomfortable. We need to leave this place.
you, fine sir,
I've
fine.
never been an avid worshipper of Mask anyway. I just put my vote in.
Are you taking a bribe first, or just putting the vote in?
Always
I'll take the coin and
The coin?
then I'll put my vote in.
Good choice, good choice. This coin is called A Life Denied. Here you are. And he puts it in your palm, folds your fingers over it. Says, use it wisely.
what does the coin do?
Well, I hate to say at your abilities and your, forgive me, ignorance of the nothingness, it's not extremely powerful, but it can, on occasion, prevent a life from returning or stop a life. It will, ideally stop an enemy in its tracks. Not if they're totally healthy, but if they've been, let's say, beaten down, you can deny them getting up again.
Can you deny yourself from passing from the world with this coin?
Ah, that's the mercy dagger. If you wish to leave, use the mercy dagger.
No, just deny yourself from leaving, from dying. So
That
such
guy
as like
looks
if you were on
confused.
the
He looks really confused. He looks really
Well,
confused. Like the idea never occurred to him. It's just, but how would you join everyone? So many more people have died than have ever lived. How would you join anyone that way? Why would you? Why?
We would be sending. I believe what my associate is referring to is us sending someone.
Oh, sending someone
our
to
behalf,
hell. Or sending
on
someone to
our
oblivion.
behalf.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, abstaining your body, your life leaving your body. Essentially, if somebody downs you in combat, this item would prevent you from passing.
The mercy dagger will not do that. The mercy dagger only grants death to someone who wishes it. Many people use the mercy dagger if one of their comrades fall,
Okay,
and they're
now
about
I'm
to be tortured or
confused.
taken. They use the mercy
Okay, now
dagger
I'm
to
getting
prevent
confused.
that.
Can we talk mechanically for a second?
Sure. Okay. Breaking the fourth wall for a moment.
Okay, the only reason why I was saying the coin there, I was thinking like, oh, it's 25 cents. Hey, to be continued.
Okay, I'm gonna paste these in, guys. Hang on.
You know, Player One reference.
What's that? I don't know. Okay, pasting this in. So take a look. Mercy dagger, black blade always. When you cut, you have the option of failing the save versus death. Otherwise, DC of 1 con save. So always a DC of 1. If they whatever they are, if they roll a 1, they die. Often used to prevent your friends from becoming prisoners. So if you don't want your friends tortured and stuff like that, you use it on them. If someone's got an incurable curse, you use it on them. A life denied, that's the coin. If you kill someone or have reduced them to 0 at any time, you can use it, flip it. If it's heads, if it's skulls, they die.
Oh my god, that's like perfect for your character, Devin.
It is.
Seriously, both of them are just
I
perfect.
take the coin.
The coin, you got a coin. A life denied.
I'm backing away.
So if anyone, you've had a hand in downing someone to 0 in the past, you can flip it and they might die.
I would totally take the mercy dagger, but my character wouldn't take that.
Okay.
Which, by the way, should be a stiletto. Stilettos are specifically designed to be thin, go into armor cracks, and pierce extremely deep into vital
Those are
things.
beautiful.
That sounds, you've revised the game. Most of them are stilettos then. Good. Alright.
No, my character's more nature related. Like I said, I haven't even been in a big town, really, aside from like small little villages, really. So I'm used to nature. I like nature.
Right. Right.
Hey, poop on me.
Cool. Alright. So, Warren doesn't take one, but we have a Simple who's done it, and we have Death Risk who's done it. So you both cast votes. And
You
you
guys
both take
forget I'm a
votes.
phantom rogue.
We know that you're a halfling rogue.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all I know.
I mean,
Right
you've seen me
on.
blast necrotic energy,
right up
right?
my alley.
Actually, he actually said he was a kobold to that gentleman in the trench coat.
Oh no.
Ah, that's interesting.
Trust me, I was listening.
That's
Are
interesting.
you not are you not supposed to lie or something?
No, it's just I for information wise, I know these things.
There you go.
No, this is player to player, not character.
Right.
Oh, I thought we already all knew that because of. Never
Because of
mind.
the tail.
We had suspicions, but we haven't had concrete answer.
Right, that's
Oh,
true
I
too.
knew.
That's true too.
Well, I'm a lizard folk.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of
that's
hard. It's kind of hard for you to
hard to miss that
hide
one.
the fact that you have a tail from someone else that also has a tail and
Yeah.
knows what to look for.
Yep. Simple. Have you cast your vote yet, or are you hanging on to the ribbon?
No, I cast my vote already.
Oh, you do. Okay. So once again, the ribbon falls in and just vanishes right when it hits that entry point. So your vote is cast. He's kind of smiling. He's very happy. He's just had 2 votes. It's like wonderful, wonderful. Welcome you others. If you wish one of our presents, feel free. Feel free. Or if you're still not convinced, go deeper.
Yeah, no.
I am backing away. This place already has me on severe edge.
Okay. Cool. So you back off a bit. All good.
I'm actually with you on this one. I don't like this
No,
particular path.
it's like the full absence of like nature around us. We're in an
Yeah.
alley. There's nothing around us.
No.
It's dead. I'm used to life, living things.
Not here.
No. Yep, gone. Well, I will be with the party, but I am away.
Okay, is everybody backing away? Is anybody going further in? I'm sorry, I'll stop smiling. Is anybody going further in?
Kevin, your tells.
Yeah,
I know,
it's like
I know.
you're daring
I know.
us or
I have a
something.
horrible
I'm not
poker
going.
face.
I'm not
I
going.
live in Las Vegas. I got no poker face whatsoever. All right.
Simple
So,
as going
you
in.
guys are all backing out.
voted.
We've had 2 people who voted. That's wonderful.
Okay, so simple. Simple. Yeah, simple. Simple. If you're going in, I will offer my shield to protect you.
You do not need to. If you're not comfortable with this, I understand.
I'm not comfortable, but when it comes down to my friends, I'd rather raise my shield to protect them.
I appreciate that. How long till the polling starts?
It started polling. You can vote at any time. You've already voted
No, I
now,
mean
so that's good.
when are the votes revealed?
When do the votes close?
Yeah,
You're not sure. You don't know that at this time. You can ask.
I'm gonna ask.
Sure.
I'm gonna.
He says, it'll be open for a while more. For a while more.
Okay.
There's only so many invitations that have been sent out, he says. And when those people, if they choose to come, once they've voted and everyone leaves, then the votes are tallied. But everyone's allowed to vote and there's no rush. We have the carnival and the music for us. And you don't have to eat. This is our part of it anyway. And you do notice that you're not hungry as long as you're in this area.
Yeah, nothing fills our belly.
Yeah.
I don't know what I could receive more since I already took the offer, so I'm just gonna. We can head back.
Okay. Okay.
What
So
about
y'all head back.
What about you, Risk?
Was that yeah?
Risk. What about you?
I'm good. Looking at it.
All right. So you guys all head back, which is fun. Your daughter seems hesitant, but she's gonna follow you guys back. So, yeah, I'll go back, and you pass by the same guy again, and with the puppets, the old man there. He's like, oh, you, yes, and you. We got 2 of you, wonderful uncle brothers. Welcome. So smiles and happy, and you continue on, and you come back, basically, kind of exiting that area. It's brighter, more brightly lit here. The lanterns are around, and yes, there's some green and things. There's moss in the cracks and so forth, occasional trees and so forth. And you're back where you were. So you see the nice orange glow of that pumpkin ballot. And you can go to the left, which is where the lady with the blue ballot was, or you can do the middle one, where you know it's the white ballot further on. These are the only 3 ways to go for now.
Map, would you?
What's that?
You wouldn't happen to have a map of this carnival, would you?
Have a what?
A map.
A map? Not a formal one. I just got notes on there.
Okay,
It's not going to work like that.
Oh, okay.
But no, so basically
All
it's a left. I got little scratches. It's not.
Okay.
Left is
Anything
blue,
that is-
middle is white, right is dark. And you're at orange.
Okay.
Or one of the oranges.
I'm interested in the hag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hag is usually amongst nature, so yeah, I'd probably be more interested in that myself.
Alright. Is that what you guys are doing?
That's where I'll start heading, and I'll see if anyone's following, I guess.
Alright, gotcha. Alright, so you start going over, your daughter, of course, follows. And as you're going that way, the lights become more predominantly blue. There are other lights here, of course. And you go over to this really, really old kind of hut. And the woman is there, and I've actually got a picture of that. Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me a second, let's see if I can do that. Oh, there it is. Oof. There it is. So I don't really have the surrounding area, but it just kind of looks like this, just for ambiance here. Why not?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and share this. This is the little hut that you see, and she's on a little porch in a swing. I don't have the porch or swing or the hag, but you got the building. So why not? Here we are. So here's what... Whoop, is that right? Let's see if that's shared right.
Oh.
There it is. So you see that kind of semi-creepy looking thing where she's at. And
So
it's glowy here, a blue and soft blue. It's very green around this, like it's growing bark and in the hut. And it looks very old, very old. And she's in a rocking chair in the front there. And there is one of the blue voting booths. Didn't get to finish modeling that stuff, but I got this done. So that's what's going on. So she's right there. You walk up and you see that.
Salt flats.
What's that?
Salt flats.
Salt flats. Yeah, pretty much. I was thinking like bayou kind of weirdness. So
Yeah, it looks like a hut, so.
yeah, absolutely. And she's out there rocking in front of it. She's actually talking to an elf who's actually in full armor and has a very ornate headdress on. And he was kind of nodding and then goes further down into the blue area. Blue area is much wider. Blue area's got the nice cobblestones here. And it looks like there's different activities further on. And go ahead and do the same perception check at this point. This time to see if you smell anything. Give me a. What did I want? Was it a 13? Yeah, 13 or higher.
18.
18. You smell good. There's good food down there. Something spicy.
Modified 20.
Beautiful. You smell the food down there too.
16.
16. You smell. Wow, you all smell it. Most of you do. I don't know about death risk, but
I'm not bothering much.
okay. So you guys do smell really
Basically,
nice smelling
I'm keeping
food
an eye on
further
the
down.
group, making sure that none of them get into trouble.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
You technically have
she's-
to taste the air. I mean,
Yeah. So she sees you coming. She smiles at you. She's rocking. She says, "Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Blue Fire. Will you cast your votes for the Blue Fire?"
Well, it's a
Peace.
pleasure to meet you, man. And what does the blue fire represent?
Peace to all of you. You're not sure if that's a greeting or what it represents. Peace, illumination, self-knowledge, confidence. You are the center of the Blue Fire. And the Blue Fire will serve you.
Death risk. If I may, Death risk grew up in a tribe of lizard folk. So,
Yep.
out in the swamps and whatnot. So, inherent distrust of the Fae
Yep.
is kind of his bread and butter. But at hearing the word peace coming from the woman, I say rich words coming from one being accused of being a hag.
You're gonna squint at you. This is... Have you voted already?
And I leer at her.
Ah. Is there anyone who hasn't voted yet? You've all voted?
I have not.
You've not voted? Wonderful! Well, since these are friends of yours, they're welcome too. Come experience the Blue Fire. Would you vote? Here. And she basically has this bag. It looks a bit soggy. And she pulls out a ribbon. It's completely dry. Blue ribbons. God, that sounds like a prize. So she pulls out the blue ribbons. Here? Anyone? Please vote.
I'll reach my hand out just because I don't know what to vote for yet. I have
Great.
an orange and blue
Good.
right now.
She adds a blue ribbon to your pile there. Says, wonderful. Make your decision wisely. I hope the Blue Fire is for you, kind sir. And you. And she kind of unsteadily stands for a minute. More. Here. She tries to give it to Airless.
I'll take one.
Wonderful. She tries to give it to Simple. Here you are. Have you voted?
I already voted. Thank you.
Tries to give it to your daughter, who accepts it. Good. Would you like to vote? The vote's right there, the Blue Fire, see? And it's, of course, the metal voting box with a fire, the blue fire, in the front of it with a blue glow.
Mind if we experience further down just before we get an understanding?
Of course, but if you'd like to vote now, I can give you a ward. small reward, but it's fun nevertheless. Here, here, here. And she kind of pulls in her shawl and pulls out this little metal box. Looks ancient and tarnished. And she opens it up, and you look inside, and there's all these little bugs in a glowing blue. And they've got wings, and they're kind of buzzing a bit. Don't look angry, but just buzzing around a bit. Just, here are the wards. If you wish, in exchange for your vote, would you like to? See. And she tosses one up and starts circling her. This is my ward for now.
It's nothing against you, ma'am. I'd like to go further on before we make a final decision and, get
Very
an
well.
exact understanding.
Enjoy the carnival. While we're alive, enjoy the carnival. I understand. I think you are wise. Enjoy. Go forth, have fun. Go eat. There's eating contest down there. Have fun. Enjoy life. Embrace it. Go. She goes back to rocking. Bye. Come again.
Looking down that aisleway and everything, what am I seeing there?
Yes, you're seeing several food stalls. And you're also seeing what looks like, well, you'd have to go a few feet down, but what also looks like the weirdest eating contest you've seen. They've got a torch with blue fire on it, and they're taking bites of the fire and swallowing it and passing it to the next person.
It's flaming hot cotton candy.
Arr, yep.
If you guys don't mind, let's go down and see down this path there and make an understanding choice. And, well, hey, food always sounds good,
Yeah.
but I don't know about the fire.
All right, as you go down there's a couple of things. There is that thing where the people are around and they're gathering this, and it looks like you've got several people in blue robes, which are kind of like judges, referees. A couple are very vocal. Oh yes, wonderful job. Look at that bite. Oh, the deliciousness. Look, this woman, she's positively glowing. She does have kind of a blue aura now coming from that. Seems very happy, almost ecstatic at how she's doing in the competition. Some people are falling out of the competition for whatever reason, looking, enough. They're backing up. But the competition keeps going. It's down to about 4 people now. There's also a noodle shop right next to it, a noodle soup shop, like a ramen shop right next to it, and people are sitting down at the booths and having food served to them. It looks like just a regular kind of bonus thing to amuse people while they watch the festivities.
I'm gonna go to the blue fireplace and ask.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask someone, is there an award for this contest?
Right, so this pretty girl with short blonde hair smiles down at you and says, in a way, yes, every time you eat, it depends on you, but something may bless you. From the blue goddess, something may bless you, or the blue fire blessing. And it could take many forms, depending on your personality. But it's a wonderful way to make the most out of who you are.
I'm also interested.
Oh, good.
I wanna
agree.
try
That
it.
is interesting. I'm interested.
Would you all like to compete in the next contest then?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Hello.
And she kind of pulls out what you seeing is very calm, a little pouch, pulls out some blue ribbons. Do you have these already, or would you like some?
I got one
Oh
with
no.
Yeah, if you don't answer right away, she gives you an extra one. So you got the blue ribbons there, including your daughter. So I'll take the blue ribbons. Ditherus, gonna take a blue ribbon or no?
Did Syl vote in
No.
the nothing?
Nope.
What's that one?
Nope.
Did Syl vote in the nothing?
Did
Not
you-
her daughter.
Oh no, she didn't vote yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still didn't vote yet. I don't think.
Interesting. I thought she would for sure.
She didn't yet. Oh, for the death one? No, she didn't. She wanted to go further in and do the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna kill the little thing here now. So I'll stop presenting the silliness. Just wanted to give you a mood piece for that, so that's a good thing. All right. So the blonde girl with the short hair and a couple others start to organize the next team going in for the eating contest on there. And yeah, they're calling it a blue fire eating contest. All right. So last one, eventually, round after round after round, as it goes around, it's passed from person to person to person in a circle. Circle gets smaller and smaller with the ones who have made it to the next round. And people are doing weird things like the eyes getting wide, making interesting faces, smiling like wow and stuff like this. And it's very
Insight?
weird. Go for it.
18.
The ones that seem to drop out seem stoned out of their gourds. They're not handling the magic properly.
So like psilocybin torch.
There you go.
Hmm. Okay. Just by looking at like the people that have gone up and the people that have gone down, like went past and everything, the ones that are getting stoned out of their gourd,
Yeah.
who is being affected?
What's that?
Like what is the stat that's affected?
What is the stat?
Such what is it to resist getting stoned out of your gourd?
Probably perception for sure. Probably wisdom saves for sure.
Uh,
I got
yeah, I'm not good at those.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just from that view. Then I am gonna back out of line because
Oh, really?
I don't want to get stoned out of my gourd.
Okay. So Simple Airless and her daughter are in there, and there's a couple of other contestants on there, and I think we're going to have.
Screw it. I'll do it. Oh, it's a very fearful thing.
So 2 other people come in there. A dwarf guy and a half-orc girl. So come in there. Warren backs out. They're fine.
I'll join.
Oh, are you?
Join.
Are you? So has it? Warren looks totally. The girl with the blonde hair, short hair, just puts her hand on his shoulder. Are you okay? Are you sure you want to do this? It's not
interesting for the people that are kind of not of the sound mind afterwards. How fast do they recover?
We have a recovery house over there, and she kind of takes you around the corner, and there's a bunch of cots laying down there and stuff, and yeah.
Okay.
It's like after you give blood, where you sit down there for a while.
Okay, then I'll join. It's fine.
Okay, great. Please don't worry, it doesn't hurt.
Please, dice gods, give me a good roll.
There you go. All right. So all of you, well, some of you.
I'm in on this too.
Good. So is your daughter.
Me
So
too.
is Simple. So is Warren. Woo! All right. 2 others are gone in there. A half-orc female and a dwarven guy. So, and Dithrisk is sitting back, just kind of, I don't know, probably scowling at you all.
Keeping a close eye on the party.
Makes sense. All right. So you're all in there, and you're actually doing the blue fire eating contest. That's what it's called. So I'm passing around a cool blue fire torch. It's not hot at all. There's no burning on this. You don't smell any burning flesh. So, and you take bites of the fire. All right. So here's how it starts, and it begins. So we need some kind of order here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, well, type it. Let's do whoever types their name first. Go ahead and type in. Anyone in the contest, go ahead and type. I'm gonna do this too. Half-orc girl, boom. And then we've got dwarf guy, boom. So there we go. So we've got Anthony, Morin, Airless, and Syl, the daughter. How's that? So we got that.
She's joining too?
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. All right.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't roll for her at all.
No worries. So it's ridiculously easy at the beginning. So it goes around, but the more you eat, just like drinking or something, the more effect builds up. So it starts out. Anthony, you had your name in there first. So you're the first one with the torch. The blonde girl gives you the torch, says, enjoy. And she goes, just take a bite.
Okay.
Great. So you bit the fire, and it's remarkably, this sounds so strange, remarkably swallowable? Is that a word? But you can do that, and it goes down easy, and it tastes nice, cool, minty, all those good things. Whatever food you want to imagine it is. It is. So it comes down, and it's just fine. So you take a bite out of it, it keeps flaming along, no problem. The fire is not extinguished in the slightest. Go ahead and give me a, believe it or not, charisma save.
Okay, I have a +3 to that. 15.
That's fine. You only needed a 1. No joke.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, you just needed a 1. So you're fine. It goes over to Warren. So you pass the fire to the right, and it goes to Warren. He takes a bite. Give me a roll.
Charisma again?
Yeah. The
Alright.
save is currently a 1.
I got 18. Does that do anything?
You're fine. Tastes great. You don't feel much of anything. You guys are eating this, and you feel a bit of the euphoria. You feel a bit of happiness going on in this. Goes on to the next one. So, Alice, you get the torch. You take your bite, you take your roll.
16.
You're fine. You're just fine. It goes to the half-orc girl. Let's see how she does. And she takes it eagerly and rolls a 4, so she's fine. Just the one will axe you. The dwarf guy
God.
is just fine also. Okay, good. And then, Sil, your daughter, you want to roll for it? Go for it. Go ahead and roll for her.
Yeah.
A 1 will fail. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, like 13.
Okay,
Plus
great. I thought you were
whatever
going to say she got a
She
1.
would have.
Gotcha. That goes right round again up to simple again. So now it's a 2.
Okay.
Now it's a 2.
Charisma
Oh, I
saving
get
throw.
it. That's nice. Okay.
7.
7. You're not getting full or anything. You just eat this thing, and it's just fiery happiness, cold fire happiness.
Yeah.
How's that? So you're totally fine. No ill effects whatsoever. You're just kind of happy from it. And you all are. It's just kind of a fun little game there. Warren, it comes to you.
All right, rolling.
People are starting to take more interest in the game and starting to just clap and cheer as it gets more intense. What'd you get?
3.
Woo! You're like, oh, I'm okay. You pass on the torch. Earless, you're up.
So is this like schnapps then?
You think of it that way, sure. Except no vomiting.
18.
You're just fine. You pass it
I
over
would
to
say
the
this.
half-orc
I
girl.
would say this more like
She hits it.
Fireball.
And these, wow, 2 16s. The orc and the dwarf are totally fine. Goes on to your daughter. How's she doing? She'll fail on a 1 or 2.
Also, the one good thing about schnapps is, well, peppermint schnapps, is that if you do happen to vomit, it's still minty on the way up. So, you
No,
know.
it is. No,
That's,
no, it is. No.
oy.
You know what I
Too much
just
info.
realized? My character
She's
is
fine?
fearing for his life right now.
Really? How funny.
What? Why?
Well, it's a magical fire, though.
Yeah, it's not regular fire.
Right.
Do kobolds not like fire?
It's a character thing, not an actual
Right.
race.
From your background on there, yeah. But you're fine. And
In
speaking
fact, I
of,
think
it goes back
regular
to
kobolds
simple.
would love fire.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, or 3, and you fail. Charisma save. Don't forget to add your charisma bonuses.
22.
Oh, you're totally fine. Goes on to Warren. Warren takes a bite.
Warren takes a bite, and I got 10.
You're fine. Goes on to Ellis.
Uh, 19.
Beautiful. You pass it on. Dwarf's fine. Half-orc's fine. Goes on to your daughter.
7 plus whatever she has.
She kind of sways a little bit, but she's okay. And she's +1 on all things to make it easy. She's +1 everywhere. All right. So now it goes over back to simple. Now people are starting to gather around and watch. Some guy's taking over his bowl of noodles and he's kind of slurping his ramen as he's watching you guys and smiling. And people are placing wagers on who stays the longest. There's some really weird creatures here too. Certain of them have very long necks, like kind of like shorter people, smaller people with very long necks.
15.
15, you're totally fine. Goes on to Warren.
Okay.
And Airless, you guys can give me rolls.
20.
Fine.
Uh-oh.
Half-orc.
Uh-oh. What'd
Phyllis?
you roll?
9.
9, you're fine. But the half-orc girl fails. She gets it. She starts getting giggly. She starts getting really giggly, and she's like, oh, I get it. And one of them comes, the brother ropes come on, dear. We're going to have you lie down for a minute. And takes her. So she's out. Half-orc girl is out. So then over to your daughter. Oh, your daughter was okay?
15.
She's fine. Good. Top of the round. It's now 5. Woohoo!
Okay.
Simple.
Oh, 6.
You get a little dizzy, but you're okay. Warren, you're up. The blue fire is there. It looks innocent as anything, but it's getting weird.
Oh, okay. It rolled funny, but I got a 10.
Good. You're listening
It
to
was
you.
19, and it rolled to 10. I was like, all right.
Okay, I'm crossing out the half-orc girl.
Nice.
Unless you need a 6, it's down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a fail. Oh, no, you needed a 5, right? You need a 5.
18. I'm cool.
Wonderful. You're good. Okay. So half-orc girl's out. Dwarf guy goes.
My mom's here, so.
If you're gonna run anytime, we get it. He gets a 3. He's
no,
out of it too.
I won't. I just might duck out for like 2 minutes.
No problems. No problems. Can we have someone roll for you if you need to?
Yes, please.
Cool.
do.
Thanks. Appreciate that. All right, Dwarf Guy just failed. It's now all you guys. So, Dithrisk, you mind rolling for Erlis?
Sure.
Cool, appreciate that. And top of the round, Anthony is up now for a 6. The DC is now a 6.
Okay. That's good. 14.
All right, just the 3 of you. You're fine. Warren?
All right. 18.
Nice. And Airless, which would be Dithrisk.
All right. What am I rolling?
Just the D20 is a charisma save.
Oh.
What'd you get?
7.
A what?
7.
7, you're fine. All right.
Okay.
And now the DC is 7. Starts with Simple, then Warren, and Airless. Go ahead and all roll at the same time. We'll kind of speed it up a little bit.
14.
Fine.
16.
Great. Dithrisk. Hit it. DC 7 now. See what she gets.
Do we know if she has any pluses?
I don't know. What, you want 18? That's totally fine. DC 8. Go for it, guys. People are starting to gather around now. They know someone's going to start to fail soon.
Failed 5.
Got it. Okay, you feel kind of dizzy on there.
10.
A 10? You're okay. You're a little dizzy. So Anthony, the blonde girl, comes over and says, "Right this way, sir." Or sir, ma'am. It's okay because your mask. Right this way, and kind of lays you down on one of the cots. And it's wonderful. There's these blue butterflies flying on. It's wonderful. You're feeling great. You're feeling really good.
Oh, Airless is back.
All right. And it's her turn now, too. Welcome
Sorry,
back.
I'm back.
It's all good. Take the time you need.
You're winning.
You need a save. Your DC is 8. Just roll a D20. Charisma. See what you do. And then roll for Syl.
12.
You're fine. How about Syl?
Okay.
Because the dwarf and the orc failed. You guys are both
She's
fine.
fine.
By the way,
So
it is
good.
only Warren, you, and your daughter.
Oh,
So
geez,
one of
wow.
you guys are going to win. Yeah, because Anthony just got led away by the blonde girl and laid down on one of the cots on the side. So, Warren, you are up. It is now a 9. DC 9,
Yeah,
Charisma.
17.
So fine. Here, let's see if you can hang in there as you're eating the blue fire.
Huh?
Airless, you're up. DC 9.
Sorry. I thought you said Warren.
No, sorry. He survived. I did. He survived it. No.
3.
It's just you're seeing blue butterflies. You're a little unsteady, so they kind of lead you over to the cot. Here you go, dear, and just lay you down. It's
Good
wonderful.
man.
Shooting stars are just going all over the place in the sky. It's beautiful. All right, now your daughter.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
There you go. I like that.
5.
She joined you. So you're both laying there, just looking at these constellations, which start talking to you. That's great. All right, Warren, you are the winner. People are gathering around you, and it is wonderful. They start clapping, and they start boom, 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 rhythmically clapping, waiting for you to do something. And the blonde girl who kind of gets the idea you guys are new at this goes over and says, "Eat the whole thing now. Just breathe it in." The fire goes out temporarily. It'll come back for the next round. And you have eaten the whole thing. So, you've got some alterations. It's not permanent, but you've got some alterations to you right now. Okay? You've got a full sense of euphoria. And with that comes immense confidence and immense certainty in your abilities. You're immune to fear, command, charms, anything like that. And
So I'm not on edge anymore.
what's that?
I don't feel on edge anymore then.
No. So you're fine for probably the first time
Wow.
in your life. You are totally fine. You're totally at ease, and you cannot be charmed, or well, you're an elf anyway. I mean, in person, but you are immune to fear, command, charm, all those things.
Wow.
So you got all these things going on there. Total sense of euphoria, but you're in command of your senses.
Immune or advantage?
You're immune,
Okay, immune. Okay.
complete
I just wanted
immune to
add
fear,
that.
charms. Yep.
Because I can add that to the stat just in case.
Here's the part that you know. Let me go and pop that in here. Boom, boom. That was that section
All right.
of it.
So as the final part, can I blow fire out?
That sounds wonderful. You absolutely can, because you've got some illusion going too. So you can do that. So, and they wonderful. So you've got that gift for the day. So that's a neat thing. There's, of course, the voting booth there, if anybody, the voting box, if anyone wants to pop things in. The guy with the noodles goes, "That was pretty cool," and he puts his vote in. People clap, and then he goes like, "Next round on me." More noodles and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, I'm going for noodles. Well, first check on my companions. And
Yep, they're doing fine, and in 10 minutes they'll be back to themselves.
all right, then I'll wait to have noodles.
Great. So 10 minutes later, you guys get free noodles.
It's like
If you
the
want to eat.
Molotov never happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a little suspicious of the food, but
Okay.
considering
Smells
what
good.
the arbiter
The arbitrator's
said
area.
earlier, I'll eat.
Great. So you eat it. Really good noodles. It's like a good ramen dish. Very nice. Really, really carefully prepared broth of something interesting and somewhat spicy and nutmegish. Very interesting.
I want to talk to the gentleman who makes the noodles, and I'm going to see if I can.
When
get
you say
the
gentleman,
recipe.
when you say gentleman, he's more frog-like.
Ooh, I like frogs.
And he kind of looks like, yeah, I work my noodles from when the day starts. Spread them apart, snap them out. They're really good, aren't they?
I'm just wondering, would you be willing to part with recipes so I can use this on my journeys?
If you want to make noodles, we're hiring.
Well, I mean the recipe for the broth and all that.
I can do that. Have you voted yet?
I have not voted, but I am strongly considering because of how it feels in this area.
Then I'll trade you your vote for the recipe for the noodles.
All right. On that note, then I will gladly consider it, but just give me a little while just so I can view the rest of the carnival, sir.
I understand. I understand. Enjoy the noodles. I'm glad you've got very good taste, young creature.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Enjoy. So he goes back slinging food. And people seem to enjoy it. Your daughter likes the noodles too. So it's pretty good. Simple. Are you eating with your mask in place? Or are you eating? Your daughter's eating also. I guess Warren is too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, gotcha. Deathrisk, are you eating the food?
I'll reveal the snout part.
Gotcha.
But I'm still.
Okay.
Yeah, I
very
still
cautious.
keep it on.
Got it.
I will.
It's like someone who's very corona aware.
I will refrain. I'm just keeping a close eye on my party members.
Okay.
I've actually got to duck out because I've got training in the morning.
Oh no. Okay. Well, good luck. Take care. Thanks for
Alright,
joining.
so what do you want to start
Have a great
your
night.
character doing? Watch
Basically, this risk is cautious, with the exception of the great nothing. This risk is cautious and untrusting of anything here.
Did he want?
It's
Okay.
ironic that that would be the one thing he's totally cool with. Like,
I mean,
Death cleric.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
true.
I guess,
That's kind of
alright,
funny.
guys.
good night.
Wow. Down 2 people at the moment. That's okay. That's okay. We can finish up the voting tonight, I think. So that'll be all right. So good stuff. People are happy on this. It seems like it's going pretty well there. And the lady with a short blonde haircut, who was so helpful before, comes up after you guys are back on your feet and eating noodles and stuff. And she's so 2 of you haven't voted yet.
Yep.
So she's like, if you'd like to vote, here you are. If you need more convincing, the blue path is that way. If you want to explore some of the others, you got some of the crazier ones deeper in. The pink is that way. The multicolor is that way.
Wait, there's more than
I'm
just
curious,
those
yeah.
three. There's more than just those colors?
So there's, oh yeah, oh yeah.
We only
I'm
thought there was
specifically
4.
curious about the multicolor because we were warned not to go there, so now I kind of want to go there.
Are you saying that out loud?
Well, not like that. I'll just say, maybe to my companions, perhaps the multicolor?
You can do that. I want to go check out the nothingness a little more. I don't know. I just want to see what's in store.
You guys are
I'll
splitting the party?
offer to my daughter, would you like to go with him?
She says, where are you going to go?
I'm going to go to the multicolor.
That sounds good.
As you wish.
That sounds good. Okay, are you guys saying this loud enough to be overheard by the blue attendant? I'm sorry, the blue robed attendant with the short blonde
I
hair?
would say
Probably,
I
yeah.
am not
Okay.
going. I don't know. My character is in a weird state right now. Like he feels better, but he's still maybe a little high.
Maybe a little
So-
bit. You're technically pretty much over it now.
Yeah, I'll whisper it.
Okay.
I would say is we can continue down this path there, and after that we'll definitely go check out the Nothing More if you so wish.
Yeah.
Okay. The girl with the blonde says, I of course suggest the blue, but the other paths are good too. It depends what you want. The multicolor is, I think, the strangest one here. The strangest. I started to look at that path once. It is really
It's
odd.
the myriad, right? The portrait, the painting.
I feel
She
like
kinda
I should
shakes
at
her
least
head.
look at it.
He says, it's not like that. It's just, it's sponsored by the Chaos Jesters.
Oh.
The Chaos Jesters are the ones behind that. They're very powerful and very strange. If you don't
Sounds like a good
mind...
carnival, though. I mean, just saying.
I'm sorry, say again?
Sorry, she would say, that sounds perfect for a carnival.
She kind of laughs a bit, says, maybe so, and it is a carnival. Please experience everything.
And
And then,
what
of
about
course, there's
other
the
path
pink.
that's-
The pink is, pleasure. Just plain pleasure.
And the white.
The white, oh, you'd have to go back a bit, then over around a bit. But the white is really very strange also. The white is... Good heavens, let me look it up again. Oh, yeah! The white is undefined. The white is ever-shifting. The pink is pleasure. The white is ever-shifting. The multicolor is strange and not reality. And the blue is
Limbo.
confidence and spirituality.
All right. Was there any other colors that we have not seen yet?
Oh yes, there's the green and the brown. The green serpent, wild earth. And there's the brown hammer, if you enjoy the underground.
green?
Wild Earth.
Yes, the green
Aye.
serpent, the wild earth. Baboga, one of the goddesses of the earth.
I'll
Festivals
join
of
with
birth
Lauren
and of
say
death.
We should go there next.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's dangerous as well. They have the survival games. That's what they play.
Survival games
I like
as in
that.
what?
The survival games, yes, against each other, of course. The contestants, the carnival goers. We play games, of course, and that's what the survival games are.
Well, of course, games are always important. but,
Yes.
I mean, what kind of games are you playing?
Well,
Combat games?
For the green serpent, it's going to be combat. I'm pretty sure. That's what I've heard from my friends. Alex, you
I
played
see.
there? Alex kind of smiles, comes over, and he says,
Is
yeah.
there any other?
Nothingness have any games?
What's that, say again?
Does the Nothingness have any games?
The Nothingness has games, absolutely. Games of identity, games of sharing, games of splitting yourself.
Okay.
That sounds horrific.
Just, I think so too. I
would say-
prefer the spiritual.
I would say if there's combat, maybe wait until next session so we have everybody, just to be
Yeah.
safe.
I don't know. I kind of want to check out the Nothingness by myself. But
I mean, you can. It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like we're in danger, so I think you'd be okay.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that. You guys
Okay.
can check out the green. Multi.
Green and
Okay.
multi.
Okay.
Green
Okay.
or multi first? What do you think?
I think multi is interesting for.
Me too. I think multi first.
Whew. Okay, here we go. Warren, you going with him?
Why you got that weird look on your face?
Nothing. Well, look, it's my poker face. Multi. Wow. Okay, so you guys all go another multi thing. The blonde girl goes, "Good luck." Kind of waves at you. Now, Warren, remember you have those effects going on there from the blessing of the
That's why I'm
blue.
speaking more confidently.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. So you go down to the multi one there. So that's interesting. Let me jump into that. There it is. Okay. as you're going down the path to the place, the multicolored mosaic, and it gets weird because you see signs, wooden signs hammered in, and it says in different colored letters, "Please vote for us." And as you're walking past, give me a perception check, please. If you get a 12 or higher, let me know. Pretty easy.
I have a passive perception of 12.
You're totally fine then.
Natural 20.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
roll it. I'm gonna roll anyways because I got a passive of it.
Cool. Simple. Did you see it?
20. Well, not.
Beautiful.
Wait, what are we rolling?
How about still? Just 12 or higher for perception. I want to see if you see something.
Anthony, you're joining us?
Yeah. You're joining it, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I want to check out the multicolor, but not the green.
Okay.
And I got a 21.
So you're going to the multicolor right now. You all see it, I think. Okay, great. As you're going past this thing, the paint starts to drip. Now, there's nothing weird about paint dripping if it's new, right? So that could be. So the paint drips, the red letter starts to drip, the yellow letter starts to drip. But as it drips, the whole letter starts to drip, leaving no paint behind, which is not right on a wooden surface. So the whole letter starts to drip and kind of falls off, and the other one falls off, and the other one falls off. So this all kind of started dripping, slowly dripping off. And you wouldn't notice if you just walked past. If you saw that, you saw this. So the sign itself is doing weird things on that. As you're going through, it seems that the buildings on different sides start going up taller and higher and more jagged and a bit strange and at different angles and at different thicknesses. One will get slender and they get wide again. And just the geometry is off here. It looks a bit different as you go on. So you continue, and you come basically to the first kind of, we'll call it voting booth there. And there are three people. Two people. Two people and a dog. Dog's kind of people too. Two people and a dog that are there. And they're just standing there, they're talking. The woman is dressed in skirts, and she looks like a barmaid type of person there. And they're all, well, she looks like that. She's nicely dressed, and she's kind of smiling at you. And there is the voting box. But the voting box is a mosaic of different colors. Looks like colored glass. Various different colors. Looks like a church window with no pattern. So different colors glass in there. That's the multicolor. And she's there. She smiles. "Hello, dears. Come in, come in." She says, "I used to be a bartender in my home, and I could do the same here." And she kind of just suddenly has a mug in her hands and hands it to Simple. "Here you go." Has another mug in her hands, hands it to Torn. Has another mug in her hands, hands it to your daughter. Another mug in her hands, hands it to you. Meanwhile, there's a dog sitting there. Looks like a young German Shepherd type of dog. And he kind of barks out, "Welcome!" Just talking like normal. There's another guy here. And the guy says, "Yes, I'm glad you could make it to the Chaos Jesters." And as he talks, smoke is coming out of his mouth and nose, kind of a sooty kind of smoke. His skin is pretty normal, deeply tanned. A neatly trimmed beard, but it's also soot all over the place, like coal or charcoal or something like that. He's got this trench coat on, which is fairly tightly drawn, shows the top of the neck here, and you can see with the amazing perception rolls, a little bit weird, a little bit of a glowing orange under there above the cloak. So a little strange there.
10 on perception.
That's all you get then. Nothing past that. So.
Okay. Roll.
Yep.
14?
14, not bad, but you just see maybe it's kind of glowing around where his heart is through the fabric. A little bit of a orange glow, maybe.
Alright.
Maybe.
The drink itself, can I do an insight as she handed it to us? Like, is she trying to poison us, or is she trying to just give us a drink?
Yep. Go ahead and give it insight.
Okay.
I think I'll do that too.
Yeah,
And I have my
18.
proficiency with brewer supplies.
Yes, you can actually do. You can check out the brew itself if you want to.
I'll
Yeah, I
smell
want
it and
to.
give it a nature check.
Gotcha.
Oh crap! Hold on. Sorry.
So I add proficiency to
17.
this.
Yes. Okay. So
So
nature
that
check.
is-
It looks like good normal grains used to make this.
14.
So it seems pretty normal. With that, for the brewer's check on that, it looks like normal beer, basically.
Okay.
And for the insight on that, she's tending bar. It's weird in that is what she's doing, and that's all she's doing. She's not even looking for votes right now. She's tending bar. That's the only thoughts going on right now. That's it. So, very focused on greeting. Very focused on greeting. Looks like there's not much other thoughts going on there whatsoever. Very focused. And the guy
What about
is
nature
a bit of a different matter. Sure.
I'm going to, by the... You go first.
Well, no, Airleth, you rolled a nature. What'd you get? Discern from smelling it.
Smells fine.
Yeah, from the
I'm
nature
actually
check on that,
going
it smells,
to
yeah.
I'm gonna smile at your character between a smile and a grimace. Like, I'm not really sure how to smile, but like, I like this.
Ah, there you go.
I drink it.
Great. It's nice wooden mug, nice glass mugs, and tastes pretty good. It's decent. It's a decent brew. So you guys are tasting it. It's all fine. He's like, yes, good. Well, oh, my manners. Forgive me. And he pulls out same pouch. Pulls out these multicolored ribbons, very kind of pretty ribbons, and gives one to each of you. Here you go, including your daughter. Here you go, enjoy. Forgive me, a bit of soot on my hands, and there is soot on his hands, and leaves a small trail of smoke as he goes, and some ashes fall from his skin as he goes. The skin does not look damaged, though. He says, there you go. My name's Duncan. It's good to meet you. This is Angie, and our dog.
Pleasure to meet you, Duncan, and pleasure to meet you, Angie.
Thank you. And a pleasure to meet you, too, says the dog. My name's
What
Dog.
would be your name? Dog, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. So,
Can I do a nature check on the dog?
yes.
16?
Being a druid, you know this is really, truly what started to be a dog. But it is
So
enlightened.
what do you
So
guys
it's been raised up.
represent?
So it's got human intelligence and can talk and all those other good things. Magically enlightened. So it's dog plus. What's that? So
So what do you guys represent?
she says, multicolored mosaic. We represent the Chaos Jesters, to be honest. We're very young Chaos Jesters. We've only been at it for a couple of months. But it is an interesting place. And you can do almost anything here. And yes, it's real. I thought I was going to die. It was a mine cave-in back where I used to live. A Chaos Jester found me, thought it would be funny. He was tunneling around and bumped into me and saved me. And Angie here, she was getting murdered, to be honest, and Chaos Jester saved her. Dog doesn't talk about it. Because everyone knows dogs can't talk. But, yeah.
Must have been rough.
Dog says, artfully funny. Duncan says, kind of smiles. I like you. Come join us. If you wish. If you wish to cast the vote. Voting machine's right there. But you're probably wanting bribes. Am I right?
Bribes are always interesting, but we still would like to see the rest of the carnival first, too.
I see. Well, if you want, you can go further in along the Chaos Jesters. Follow the trails. Can't miss it. And, oh, the sights you'll see.
I've recently become aware of the concept of bribes. What bribes do you offer?
Yes. Well, Chaos Jesters love chaos, of course. And we can offer you a bribe to instill chaos. And you can cause it on another. And mess them up on a friend. And make them happy. Or whatever you want to do. You can change something. Transmutation. Magic. At your fingertips. At your thoughts. That's what the ultimate Chaos Jesters can do. Sometimes it's hard to control. Dog says, yes it is. What's up?
Such as chaos is.
Yes, of course. But it's very powerful. It's always changing, and yes. See your ribbons, they're different colors now. And they're shifting and changing. So, we can do that if you want. We can give you power to control another. And what form would you like? Would you like to drink it? Would you like to breathe it? How would you want the chaos delivered into you? If you want.
Voted, so I don't think I can accept.
No? Why not?
Because I already voted.
Oh, That's wise. It would be dangerous probably to take 2
Yeah.
votes. I see. But you others have
What
not
would
voted, is that correct?
What would happen if somebody does vote more than once?
It's breaking the rules. The enforcers will be
Yeah.
after you. The arbitrators will come and see to you.
Okay. Well, I was just curious.
Yes, let's not do that. It's good to know the rules. Right, Angie? Angie says, of course. The rules are keep the beer clean, keep the steins washed, and keep the customers happy. And she gives out more beer. Your daughter's enjoying it too. And Duncan goes on, well, we can give you the chaos if you want. Who wants it first? If you want to deliver with a little bit of pain, I've always found that's most satisfying. Sometimes the best chaos comes from a little pain, stronger that way. Or it can be gentle, it can be pleasant. How do you want it? Or we can surprise you. That's what chaos does.
All right.
You will? Dog, give her a bite of chaos. Dog goes, all right. Comes over and bites your leg. Do you allow it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, great. Just 1 point of damage. But dog bites her. And it, lady, you taste good. He goes back over and lays down again. And you now feel the chaos in your veins. That's all you have to do before it wears off, because you're just beginning, is think of what you want to do, and then we'll see what happens. No rules here. Just thoughts, just
okay.
wishes. Think of what you want, and maybe it'll
Do you
happen.
have any
Maybe it won't.
idea of how long I have?
It varies. You try to hold the chaos as long as you can. If your chaos gesture stays with you forever, we have trouble fighting it off. You'd have trouble holding it in. So at times it'll try to escape. And basically off the record, you have to make a save to maintain it.
Okay.
So, yeah, and Angie's like, oh, you're one of us now. And away. Welcome, sister. And here you have another beer.
Also, I will cast my vote for them.
Oh, you do? You drop it in? Thank you. Wonderful. That increases your chaos strength. Good. And you, young lady and young sir, would you like a bite of chaos?
I still am going to withhold my vote just to view the other places before I make a final decision.
I see.
So, pardon my
Of course.
withholding, but
Of course.
still, I have to gather all the information necessary.
I see. Would you like to go deeper into the chaos or visit different booths, different places?
I'd probably like to go see the other places first. They're just to get an understanding of the rest.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Angie, and she makes sure everyone has a beer. And he raises the mug, says, to new friends. And if you all do that, you meet in the center. So, yeah, wonderful. And as it hits, it explodes like a fireworks shooting beer upwards. Just not like a regular splash, but like a huge fountain. Splashes everybody. They start to laugh. And
Like
Come on.
elephant toothpaste.
yeah. So,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, altitude based. Alright, the next one from this road was pink, right? That was the next one over?
you can go over, yeah, there's pink and back into the deeper blue, and you can go back to the other side for green and brown.
Well, we've entered every area to like the point of the second portion.
Right,
So, I
so you'd have to
guess-
backtrack for green and brown.
Okay, so we'll check out pink next just because I don't think there's combat there.
Actually, I am going
How
to
would you
separate-
know? How do you know what people like?
Woohoo! Good for you.
This is true! BDSM, so hey.
I was going to separate and just go to the nothingness.
Oh, you guys are splitting the party?
Yeah.
That's always wise, because when you're down to 4 players, it's always good to split them. Okay.
I'll go with Warren.
Okay. So your daughter's going with you, and you guys are going to the pink. And we've got simple backtracking to go into the deeper into the nothingness, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to go to the white or the nothingness? I'm sorry, I forgot.
The nothingness.
The nothingness. Got it. Okay. So we got the party split. Here's the question: should we stop the game now or continue on the craziness?
We can stop it here if you want.
What do you guys think? Do we continue? I'm all for continuing a bit more if you want to, or we can stop it now. We're down a couple of players, is what I'm considering too. And I'm also considering if you want to set things alone and you run into problems, it could be dangerous.
I mean,
We'll keep going.
I'm fine with one-on-one.
Yeah. Well, which party wants to go first? We got simple, or we got the pink, or the nothingness?
Roll for it.
I have to use
Sure.
the restroom, so you guys can go first.
Pink
Okay.
wins. All right, here we go. So you go down the pink route. The pink route is different. Fragrances are everywhere. It just smells good. Roses, various perfumes. Lovely. There's fountains here and there. Beautiful, clean water. Sound of violin and what looks like, forgive me, what looks like a French cafe there. Just everything on the side. As you go along inside the French cafe, someone's playing a violin. Sounds very, very nice. You've got people dancing in there, just kind of cheek to cheek couples dancing in there. Various other people are eating and talking, and very picture Paris. Very romantic kind of say picture. Idealized Paris. Very kind of fancy like this going on. And on the outside of it, you see this young man who smiles at you. He's a good-looking guy. And he looks over at all of you and says, "Welcome to the pink side." And there's tables out there, and it looks like he's the waiter. He's got the whole, what do you call it? The towel, the towel over the arm type of thing like that. And he's ready for you, and he says, "Please, come talk to me. Tell me what you'd like. Tell me what you really like." And there's, of course, on one of the tables, one of the voting booths, and it's pink lips. Forgive me, pink lips on that thing. It says, "Would you like a seat? Or if you want to venture inside, that would be delightful too."
Well, just trying to get an understanding of the different colored areas, just trying to figure out what everything is about.
Of course. The pink is the best. It's warmth. It's touching. It's freedom from care or disease. It is kindness and support. It is community and a way of being. I know. People look at me like I'm nuts, but it's true. So, why don't you sit down? I'll bring you a bottle of wine and we'll talk all about it.
Sure.
Great.
We sit for a
So
bottle
the
of
three
wine.
of you, just three of you now, comes over. There's a bottle of wine, some bread, some butter to go with it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Sil.
you split.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, so just three. Yeah, exactly. So just the three of you down there. And he sits there and says, "Well, there's some contest coming up. But let me warn you, you have to be an affectionate person to go into the pink. If you're not, it won't work." And he pours the red wine for all of you. Even one for himself. Cheers. And he takes a sip. If you guys want to, that's fine. Your daughter does without hesitation. She's like eyes wide, just listening to everything. And he's like,
Interesting.
"There are a couple of
Oh.
things you can do." I'm sorry, go ahead. Do you drink it?
I'll take a drink.
It's good.
I'm not going to.
It's a little
I'm
sweet.
going to
Very,
show a little
very
bit of
forward.
hesitation.
Okay. What are you guys' charismas?
+1.
Okay.
0. Like,
Okay.
as first mod.
Right. That's fine. That gives me an idea where it is, so that's fine. Okay, good. All right. So he's still greeting you all very, very warmly. And he says, "If you wish, we do have some competitions in here. And you can win, let's call it prizes. That's very, very nice if you want to. You can do some simple dancing here and enjoy time with companions. That's easy to arrange. And plenty of companionship to be found inside. Now here." And drops a pink ribbon next to each of the glasses of wine. "For voting, if you so choose. So, we'll have more food out for you in a moment. Or you can go and dance, find a companion inside with the beautiful music. Or further on, to the fun and games and competitions, if that's more your style." And kind of smiles and says, "I'll leave you to make your decision." And kind of goes back in.
Thank you. I'm the Antonella. I'm not too worried about finding companionship. That can be found out in the wild as is, so. Not somewhere
Both
going
know
to,
that.
not going into a meeting place itself. So I'll finish my wine and let's venture forward to another area, I reckon.
Okay. Do you want to go
Great.
deeper in the pink or a different area?
Different area, because it doesn't allure to me whatsoever.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you guys all just bail on the pink?
Well, as it is, it's like I've been traveling for years, so it's companionship itself is usually found amongst the fire that I circle.
That's true. That's true. Are you saying these things out loud?
Yeah, more or
Okay.
less.
The waiter's kind of hovering. Do you mind if he hears it? Or are you trying to keep it from him?
Doesn't bother me.
Okay. He just says, there's much more than that further on. More than you can imagine.
I highly doubt that.
Well then.
Then it's exactly that. Is we're trying to understand the different areas. You care to elaborate.
Well, and it's ultimate. There are life bonds. Make connections with others. Share strengths and powers. And it's quite powerful that way.
Until the life is snuffed out.
Yeah, so our friend Kevin unfortunately lost his life there, and he was great magician. But as it is the bonds that you form out of camaraderie instead of a destitute of areas is very different.
He says, in this case, I think maybe I should show you. He kind of closes his eyes, then opens them and looks at one of you guys. So he's going to try to do a bond with, on a 1 horn, 2 airless, 3 your daughter. Sounds weird, but here we go. A little 4-sided dice, roll over again if I get a 4. 3 your daughter! So he kind of looks at your daughter. Your daughter's like, oh! And to let you know what's going on, in addition to all the warmth, your daughter
Wait, I know what's
starts...
going on or I don't?
You do. You see this. Your daughter gets all flushed and everything. But she's getting stronger and getting more hit points also. He's looking a bit weaker. So it's a sharing bond on this too. So, and then he lets that fade after a minute and nothing goes too far. It's just a taste of it.
Interesting.
So, and then he lets that drop just to let you know there's many more delightful things involved in the sharing.
I'm gonna kind of growl at him and say, I don't believe you.
It's true. You can go further on. And you'll find everything. The festivals are wonderful. Festival of love, festival of life bonds.
I don't like it, Warren. We need to get out of here.
No, I can agree.
Well, at least you've enjoyed the wine. Have a wonderful carnival. He's very smiling.
I thank you very much for the glass of wine, sir.
Of course. All right, so you guys get the heck out of Happy Land, huh? All right. Cool.
We're like, this place is horrible.
Worst land yet. I want my money back. Who booked this vacation?
My background is a laborer, and I'm also a mercenary. The people that I meet around the circle of the fire is usually the people that I have the most bond and camaraderie with.
That makes sense.
Going into this fine dining place, that's kind of almost like alien to me.
Yep.
How is my daughter looking, by the way?
She's fine. It's essentially nothing more than like a phantom kiss type of thing like that, and gained hit points from it. So something along that level. She's okay. She says, "Mom, that was interesting."
On that Sharon Bond thing there.
Yeah.
Just a thought on that. It's like if he got hurt or she got hurt, would their hit points both reduce?
No.
No.
I think it was temporary, right?
It's as long as you want. You can share the thing. Like if he had 10 and she had 10, he could bring his down to 5 and give her 5 more.
Okay. Well,
it's really useful. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a very interesting thing.
It's useful if you have pure intentions, I suppose.
Yeah.
well, I'm just thinking that.
I'll take all hers.
A spellcaster versus somebody who's frontline spellcaster who's going to be, held up in the back line being protected by somebody being the defense.
Mm-hmm.
That can be very handy.
Yeah.
But even still, is that magic itself is a good thing, but used in this kind of way just feels very strange. So,
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you're back out of the pink. You leave the nice, pretty fountains and the wonderful scents and the roses and everything and the French bistro.
Wonderful smell of the noodles again.
There you go. So you do. You smell the noodles as you backtrack. And now we jump over to Simple. Finding his own way, passing a bunch of... you guys, at all the times, you're seeing strange creatures here and there, of course. There's a lot of weird, fake creatures here. So Simple, you're traveling alone. So you go up and you go back down the nothingness. And you reach the guy who's doing the puppet shows. He sees you again and says, "Oh, back so soon? Do you want more puppet shows? Because I've been practicing since you saw me last, and I can do another one now. This one I call the Hunt for the Cheese. Look, the rat has the cheese the cat wants." He just keeps coming.
I just want to know. I want to go deeper. That's all.
Welcome, Acolyte. And he bows. Gestures.
Thank you.
Cool. So you go on, and you do hear the music of the bagpipes. You've already voted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do hear the music of the bagpipes. You go down, no problem finding a way there. And you do find the bagpipe guy, and this time he's playing, he stops and sees you. "Hello and welcome, you're one of us, I see. It's a wonderful thing, a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you like to do? Do you want to listen to my music?
What does your music have to offer?
Did you already take a coin or a dagger?"
I already took a coin. I just want to learn more
Wonderful,
about.
huh?
I want to go deeper.
You're new at this. Be careful.
I understand.
Very well. You will. Right that way? He kind of smiles.
Okay.
Alright. You go along this thing, and even though you get the idea this whole carnival is just on a flat kind of plane, it goes down. These are stairs now. It's going down deep, and it's getting cold. And going down this thing, the light has stopped. So you've got dark vision, so you're okay. But you're going in, and it's very, very earthen. Lots of stonework also. And there is a bit of a glow coming up. This kind of gray-blue gunmetal glow, very faint, coming up there. And you enter this place, and even though you're underground, you see stars above, blue-gray stars, no other colors. Some stars are red, some stars are yellow. These are all blue-gray. And there's a big mausoleum, and there's a guy outside it, and for a moment you think he's made of stone, but he's not. His skin is blue-gray. His robes are slightly lighter blue. And his head just kind of tilts and turns and looks up at you. And he's got the voting booth thing right next to him. And it, of course, is the nothingness in there. And it's got a silver bowl, pure silver, with a bunch of the black ribbons in it for the nothingness. And he looks at you and says, "Welcome, child. You've reached the final phase. Eternal night or Day of the Dead will make it happen. You've already voted. I see. We have..."
Correct.
What's that?
I said that is correct.
It is. But you're curious. You've pressed along, haven't you?
I have.
There are many mysteries along these paths. Come inside with me. And he walks into the mausoleum, and just like the last guy, the bagpipe, when he opened the door, it's pure nothingness there, and he just kind of whoop, vanishes as he goes in. Do you follow?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So you find yourself in this place. It's all cold marble, all immaculate, all clean, no dust, nothing. There's tables there and different things that living people might use. There's basically stoneware for drinking, things like that. And there are a few more things here. There are lined up about a dozen black skulls. They're just black skulls, like the bone is made of blackness, just black skulls. Different sizes of humanoid skulls, and behind that, he smiles, and this is the good stuff. Behind that are many more skulls from many more different creatures. Maybe a tiefling with horns coming up, but the ones behind that are all different. One's pure gold, with diamonds crusting its cheekbones. Another one looks like it's made of platinum, shinier even than silver. It looks like a unicorn horn out the front. Very weird. And it's got decorations like garnets lining the scalp around here. Part of it's been painted, like different blue stripes. Very different decor, very different colors. Think like Day of the Dead types of wildness going on.
Okay.
With very, very intricate gold dust glued into there. And lots of gemstones on these things. Some of the ones behind are worth a lot. You get the idea of it. It says, if you wish, you may take one of the black skulls. I admire you for coming this far.
Is there something you want?
No, you've cast your vote, and we thank you. And Oblivion will be in touch with you. We thank you. Hopefully, we'll win the votes. Or at least get enough energy, Fey energy, for a wonderful carnival. I'm curious, do you want eternal night? Or we are all dead and we can visit the dead? Or do you want the Day of the Dead where they visit us and we remain living? What would be your preference? Your vote counts.
I prefer the Day of the Dead.
The Day of the Dead. That's good for starters. It has a certain charm, but I haven't been alive for a while. You'll be met like me someday, too. But take a skull, child, and use it wisely. And with that skull, you can speak to whoever you want. You can be with whoever you want. What's that?
Is it one use?
He kind of smiles a bit and says, one vote, one use. Next carnival, as you advance, things will get stronger. But you're creating bonds, child. You're creating bonds with Oblivion.
I will take a skull.
You do. You pick up a skull. Good. So now you're carrying a humanoid black skull. You got it. It's like onyx carved. Very nice, very ornate. You have two choices now. You can go, or you can experience death. What would you like?
I have a lot to do.
I
will
understand.
come back another day.
You will visit us again. Everyone visits us again.
Yes.
Farewell. Enjoy your life while it lasts.
I will enjoy nothing, and I walk away.
Ooh, okay. As you walk away, you notice the skull is cold in your hands. You can put it in a bag or whatever you want to do. You got this cold onyx skull on you now.
Put it in my
So that's pretty
backpack.
epic. You got it. And you go through. People greet you, of course. You do see another creature as you're going through. It's like a very, very nervous bunny creature. The ears keep flopping down. And it looks like it's almost lost trying to find the trail on it. And it goes over. And it sees you coming. It's like, I don't think I'm going any farther. I've seen the bagpipes. I've seen the dead animals on strings. I don't like this place, but I must. I have to find my sister. Could you help me? Could you help me talk to my sister? Please. She was trying to tell me something before she died. I don't know what it is. It's kind of a tall, gangly, rabbit kind of folk. Could you please?
How urgent is this?
For me, it's very urgent. I want to know, and I've risked this carnival. I received an invitation. A strange invitation, a black dagger, and I came in, and it scares me, to be honest. But you seem brave, don't you? You've come to this place, please. And he tries to put his hands on your chest lightly. Oh, he pulls back. I'm sorry.
I'm not brave. I'm just nihilistic, I guess.
But didn't you go to the final house? The house of
did.
death?
It's... See these things?
Are you showing them skull?
Yeah.
I've heard stories that you could talk to the dead with those.
You can.
Could I talk to my sister? Oh, please.
What will I get in return?
Oh, I'm not rich. Do you want my services?
Do you know someone powerful?
I can fight. I can kick.
Not not like literally powerful. I mean like status-wise.
Oh, I have my Warren. I have my kin. It depends on powerful. We live in a border between the Fey realms and a normal place. I don't know if we're powerful. We might be able to get you into the Fey realms if you go by our entrance. I can vouch for you.
Wait, what was that last bit?
I can vouch for you if you want to travel through our lands. I can say don't harm you.
Maybe not right now, but I could use that later.
Okay.
If I ever, where could I find you?
It's hard in the Fey realms. Just outside the city of Trenton. Not Ohio, please don't say Ohio.
If I ever get into the Fey realms, what houses could I find?
I'm not sure. The Fey realms
Your
is so
house I'm
vast.
referring to.
Oh, my Warren? My Warren?
Yeah.
Yes. Kirkhoffen Warrens. That sounds like a house.
If I ever go to the Fae, I will use you as my tour guide.
Okay. We have a deal. Deal. I can use you can talk to. And he grabs it and he kind of sinks to his sitting and stares at it, and his mouth gets wide and he stops moving, and he's in that kind of communication trance right now. His body's going very cold and he's not moving whatsoever. He's just staring at the skull, no expression. Do you want to wait? Do you want to move on?
I'll wait.
Okay. 10 minutes go by. You still want to wait?
Yeah.
20 minutes go by. A woman comes by. She's an elven lady. She's got a staff with a whole bunch of feathers on it. She comes walking by. She sees you with the creature, the bunny creature looking at the skull. She says, I want one of those. Oh, good. It seems he's indisposed at the moment, yeah? Are you his keeper?
In a way, but...
Well, I want one of those skulls, and he has one of those skulls. So I'm going to take it and leave him something. You're not going to stop me,
Why
are
not
you?
get a skull yourself?
I
It's right
don't.
over there.
You go get a skull yourself.
I already did.
Oh, well, do you have it
That
on you?
skull
To get
was
a smiles wide. Do you have it on you? Oh, that skull was yours. Oh, you showed mercy on this creature, didn't you?
Mercy?
Yes. You gave it the skull. You didn't fight for it. It didn't charm you. You have your senses. You showed mercy to this creature, didn't you?
Oh, that's what it does.
Well,
I'll learn for next time. But unfortunately, if he makes it out, he is now going to help me later on.
you struck a deal. Still,
Yeah.
a mercy, I'd say. It was unready to talk to someone. So that means the skull is being used is probably of no use to me. And that means I must press on. You don't have one I can take. Very annoying. Well, it just kind of starts walking forward. Deeper toward the House of Death. Alright. Are you still waiting? It's been 20 minutes.
I'll wait half an hour, and if he still doesn't come back,
Half an hour more?
Yeah, half an hour more.
Okay. It only takes a half hour total, so 10 minutes later he comes back, snaps out of it full. Life comes back to him. Tears roll down his eyes. He wipes them away. Oh, hi. Thank you. It was so good seeing her again. Thank you. Oh. Oh, yes, I'm not sure how we find each other again. But you know my name. And, know the city of Trenton. Warren Kirkhoffen, and
What's your name?
my name is
again?
Rugsby.
Can you spell it?
Sure. Rugsby. And I'll type it in.
Ugsby.
Rugsby from Kirkhoffen, Warren, near Trenton. Boom. So there you go. That's what he is. So he's Rugsby. All right. Says, thank you. Come look me up. And then,
Yeah.
as if in just the terror is finally getting to him, he's like, oh! And just pop, whoosh. He's out of there.
So he's already gone?
Well, he's running, unless you want to stop
Now,
him.
do you know if that was his true aim?
Honestly, I don't care. I just want if I see him again, he's going to help me with the Feywild potentially.
That's the
I
theory.
probably won't see him ever again.
Who knows? Maybe.
If we ever need the Feywild,
Maybe so.
I'll see if I can find him.
Maybe so. So, you finally head back.
Yep.
You guys all meet up. There you go.
Probably
That's
near the center.
cool.
Yeah.
So, this might be a good time to call the game. What do you guys think?
That's a good idea.
Cool. Fun. I hope you guys liked it. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
extremely good session.
Well, thank you. I was nervous because I knew it would be all over the place because there was a lot of wide open craziness. But I hope you liked it.
Yeah. But I like a little chaos.
Good. I'm glad. I hope to be
If you like
a
little chaos, you went to the wrong place.
Chaos Jesters are crazy.
Well, I am
was
little
so
and I am
torn.
chaotic good.
Yeah, it's true.
I was so torn. I was like so sure I was gonna vote for Orange, and I'm like, I don't know. This is so interesting.
Good.
Again?
Well, you haven't voted yet, so you can vote next time. What's that?
What was orange again?
Orange was the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
Thinking, right?
Harvest
Life,
and
Vivality, and
Yeah.
I'm very
Harvest
interested in
and
green.
thrills.
Yep. And a good scare.
What was there's two more colors, right? It's green and brown.
Let me jump into my notes. Yep, exactly
And
right.
those are the last colors.
Green was. Hang on, let's go through the whole thing here.
Nature.
There's black nothingness. There's the pink lips. There's the multicolored mosaic. There's the brown hammer. There's the green serpent. Oh, there's the red eye too. We haven't done that, I don't think. There's
That
the.
one's menacing.
And you also haven't done the white one.
Yeah.
The white generic smiley face. It's the yellow smiley face used to have everywhere.
Yeah.
This is a white generic smiley face. So there's that one too.
Yeah,
So you haven't been in there
ever
yet.
seen Jin.
Blue
I
fire
do
torch
way
and the
too
orange
much
pumpkin.
Doctor Who. I'm immediately thinking of that one episode.
Nope, not that.
Right. That's my favorite Doctor, by the way. Just
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I hated him at first. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst Doctor. And then I'm like, after watching it, okay, he's my favorite. This
Good.
is the best Doctor.
Good stuff.
I definitely want to investigate the green one next because that's the
Neat.
most appealing to me because that's the nature one, right? The wild.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah. It is Green Serpent, Wild Earth. The Boga is one of the goddesses there. Festivals of birth, death, survival games, and feasts.
Sounds like Mercenary's place.
Yeah, survival games. It's very Hunger Games on that one. So yeah, should be good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I leaned against it. Because I'm like, well, it wouldn't be a game, right? Like,
There's somebody
for a
died.
druid, it's not a game. You'd never make light of it. I don't know.
You got a
That's
point.
why I went against
get a point.
We'll have to go there and see what it's about. We're not going to be forced into a whole situation where we're going to die, right?
Yeah.
it. Right.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna bail. We're gonna stop the stream now. Thank you all. I think that's been pretty awesome. Thank you for playing.
Yep.
Ending stream now.